Hey, what up? What up? Good evening. Big shout out to the UGC, Underground Click, Underground Community. I'm your host of the UGC Boxing Channel. I'm known as Black Horseman, also Black Horseman Promotions. Y'all do me a favor, go to my homepage, hit the channels tab, and subscribe to all my brothers in the UGC Click. Do that right now. Also, if you're feeling good, you had a good week, you're glad it's Friday, smash that motherfucking like button. Do that. But once again, salute to the UGC. So yeah, man. Yeah. Let's get into this topic today. It's called the PBC Black Card. We got to talk about that. You know, a lot of people use the race card in life to get certain advantages, right? Get away with certain things. But we got something called the PBC Black Card, and it's been used quite frequently. Quite frankly, I'm wondering when this shit gonna max out, because it seems like it's unlimited. But when it comes to the PBC, they get all kind of passes, man. And we got to talk about that because the one that sits on the throne, Haymon himself, he's a black man. And there's a lot of black fans that support the PBC. But you got to ask the question, how much does the PBC support the boxing fan? Not the fighter, the boxing fan. Are we getting the product that we are paying for? Are we seeing the big fights that we want to see? I see a lot of attention being focused on other promoters. Bob Arum, Eddie Hearn, Oscar De La Hoya, so on and so forth. But are we giving Al Haymon the black card pass? Or, as we like to say on the UGC, are we keeping the same energy? Because a lot of fans, black channels, love to get that smoke to Eddie Hearn, right? And his fighters, Bob Arum, his fighters, Oscar De La Hoya, his fighters. But they're not really saying too much about Al Haymon. And Black been giving PBC that smoke. I've been doing it. This ain't nothing new. But we're gonna get down to the get down. You know what, man? Before I started this live stream, I said, you know what? Let me look up some shit and see what would come up if I put in Google, is PBC good for boxing, right? And the article popped up. It says, how good is PBC for boxing? Great article. This website is called UCNlive.com, Undisputed Champion Network Live.com. Okay. At the conclusion of the live stream, I will leave the link in the description. But if y'all don't mind, I want to kind of go through it, man, so that you guys can hear the points that was made in this great article. And this was actually done in April 26th of 2016. And the writer is Gibson Morales. And this is his thoughts on the PBC. So I'm going to get into that. Y'all bear with me. I don't want to be too long-winded. I'm definitely going to get my brothers on, send the links out to them so that they can give their input as well. But I want you guys to hear the key points that was made in this actual article, because it definitely had me thinking. So we definitely gonna get into that. Once again, if you're feeling good, you glad it's Friday, smash that like button. If you're a hater, just sit in the back, learn from Black and the UGC. You know, if you like what you hear, smash the like button. If not, hit the thumbs down. Don't give a fuck. Okay? But we're gonna get into this. All right. So kill this music. Once again, shout out to y'all, man, that's tuning in. The ones that always come back and show major support to Black and the UGC. Once again, man, y'all take the time to go to the homepage as I'm getting this article pulled up. Go to the channels tab and subscribe to all my brothers there. Some of them are already in the chat. Charles D, Red Glove, Unbiased, a Biased Boxer Talk, and everybody, man, that is definitely part of the UGC. You know, Mind's Eye said, "What's that PBC? That's Premier Boxing Champions, brother." So we're gonna get into that. What's up, Samuel Shaw? What's good with y'all? So y'all be ready, Charles, Red, and Unbiased, man. If y'all got time, y'all can jump on too. But I'm gonna start going through this article, man, so that y'all can kind of hear the points that was made, right? Let's see. All right. So it says right here at the top, and the title says, "How good is PBC for boxing?" It says it's good for the boxers, right? And with an exclamation. First paragraph. It's easy to see why people defend PBC and grow dismayed by its criticisms. In a certain way, it does good for boxing by doing good for the chief component, the boxers themselves. Al Haymon's fighters are receiving career high paydays without having to risk their records or bodies against dangerous opponents. These purses are well above their market value. However, suggesting this isn't a sustainable model. Paying boxers an inflated salary, says Al Haymon can do this thanks to Waddell and Reed's $500 million investment in PBC, is bad for the overall health of boxing, as it artificially shifts the market value of boxers and their salary expectations. This business strategy of subsidizing certain fighters essentially disrupts the free market of boxing. Not only can it force smaller promoters to cave into demands of larger promoters, it can strain relations between fighters and promoters. Mikey Garcia and Andre Ward spent years in litigation with their promoters, alleging they weren't earning their full dues. Were situations like these justified or based on comparisons of what other managers/promoters paid their fighters? Moreover, what happens when the market catches up and a huge number of boxers no longer earn the huge paydays to which they are accustomed? Worse, what if they're all under a single banner when this occurs? Next paragraph. Ever since boxing became a professional sport, businessmen have exploited fighters' health and finances, so it's hard to argue against anything that can change that. But on the other hand, this is a violent combat sport and it's voluntary. No one is putting a gun to these boxers' heads and forcing them to fight. Part of the reason boxers are celebrated as such is because they're willing to risk their minds and souls in the ring. That's what makes them exciting to watch. That's what has bred some of the most beloved fighters in history. Many boxing fans would agree that it's okay for a boxer to fight an easy opponent after coming off a grueling war, a terrible defeat, or when dealing with an injury. Many boxing fans would also agree that we've seen lots of soft competition in the PBC. This is supposed to keep the fighters healthy while still allowing for a paycheck. But if Al Haymon, the head of PBC brand and advisor of over 150 boxers, wants to protect his fighters' health, he should help them develop better life habits outside the ring. Historically, many boxers have abused drugs and adopted unsavory habits. Oscar De La Hoya's career could have included even greater achievements if not for his cocaine abuse. British boxer Ricky Hatton infamously gained so much weight between fights. Fans sometimes refer to him as Ricky Fatton. Allegedly, Al Haymon fighter Marcos Maidana ballooned up to well over his fighting weight after losing to Mayweather. Once again, y'all, this article was published April 26th of 2016, and I'm reading from UCNlive.com. That's Undisputed Champion Network Live.com. Okay? I'm almost through. I'm not going to read all of this, man, but I wanted to get to some key points, man. Then we can get it in. Okay? Let's see here. We left off on the Madonna. Okay. Hold on one second, y'all. 1 second. All right. For being athletes, many boxers enter the ring out of shape, drugged up, or emotionally unstable. We've seen the negative effects in fighters like Julio Cesar Chavez Jr. when Andreas von Fauer stopped him after he failed to make weight properly. In a sport in which a single punch can be the difference between a healthy escape and a life-threatening injury, promoters and advisors should pay more attention to boxers' lifestyles. That is, if the health and safety of boxers are really a priority. Yet, Al Haymon had little problem allowing boxer Jermaine Taylor to fight Sam Solomon for a world title. The Jermaine Taylor known to slur his words. The Jermaine Taylor who reportedly shot his cousin and threatened a child with a gun at a parade. And when fighters like Adrian Broner are allowed to compete, despite arrest warrants, it sends a message to other boxers. As long as you're popular and have money in your pockets, you can get a free pass for your misdeeds. In terms of preventing a boxer's bankruptcy, Al Haymon seems to have guided certain fighters, like Danny Garcia, into investments outside the boxing world. Perhaps taking a similar approach in regard to boxers' lifestyle choices and health outside the ring without overprotecting them inside the ring would be a happy medium. Moreover, what is PBC/Al Haymon's stance on anti-doping? Surely, PED usage is not healthy. Yet, we've seen a number of Haymon fighters busted for PED use over the last few years. Andre Berto, Lamont Peterson, Jalen Love. Recently, we saw Floyd Mayweather Jr. and Paulie Malignaggi working with strength and conditioning coach Angel Memo Heredia, whom a federal investigation tied to PED dealings with track stars in 2002. Scrutiny over Mayweather's IV usage before his May 2nd fight with Manny Pacquiao called the objectivity and effectiveness of USADA, the United States Doping Agency, and the potential loopholes fighters can exploit to dope before fights, despite claims of USADA's thoroughness, into question. And for all its efforts at legitimacy, PBC fighters partake in mostly USADA testing, if they do any testing at all, rather than VADA, the Voluntary Anti-Doping Association, which is generally considered to have a better track record. Some may see similar illicit activities from other promotional companies and fighters under different banners. This is true. No one is disputing that boxing as a whole needs fixing. On the other hand, no one is praising top-ranked promotions or Golden Boy promotions as the savior of the sport in the way fans praise PBC and Al Haymon. And let's not forget about the other boxers. For every PBC fighter who gets to take an easy fight against a weak underdog boxer, there is, by definition, a fighter who must face a dangerous, possibly life-threatening opponent. What about them? What about the mismatch opponent's safety? We've seen numerous Haymon / PBC fighters, including Leo Santa Cruz, Adonis Stevenson, Keith Thurman, Peter Quillen, Adrian Broner, Austin Trout, Danny Garcia, and Deontay Wilder fight opponents who are serious underdogs for various and good reasons. What happens when they suffer terrible knockout defeats, as Michael Zarafa did against Peter Quillen, and leave on a stretcher? Should more established fighters be allowed to fight easy competition for huge paydays, while complete no names serve as sacrificial lambs? It's important to remember that with so many fighters in his stable, Haymon cannot protect everyone. All right, I'm gonna stop right there for now. This article is quite long, man, and it's hitting some shit, key points, man. It's some key points. And I'm gonna definitely leave this article in the description, man. If you guys have the tolerance and patience to read this, you most definitely want to read it. Okay. This is not no like biased perspective. This I can concur with all of this shit. All of this shit. And I stopped. I'm not even halfway through the article, but it was hitting on some key points because tonight's topic is the PBC black card. Let me send this link out to my brothers, man. Let me send this link out to my brothers because at the end of the day, we got to talk about this shit. A lot of people love to defend the PBC. They don't want to talk about, they would love to bring up the past of Bob Arum. They would love to bring up Eddie Hearn and all these other guys, right? But what about PBC and Al Haymon and how they been doing shit and how beneficial are they to the sport of boxing? We know how beneficial Al Haymon is to the boxers, right? But we got to talk about the little loopholes, right? We got to talk about the history of these PBC fighters. And if it's really all about fighter safety, like the article pointed out, what about the underdogs that's getting in there with these top guys? You know, it seems like there's a lot of favoritism, okay? A lot of favoritism. Matter of fact, let me post the link now in the chat, just so y'all can get access to it, man. Okay, because some of y'all might want to get to this shit now. Some of y'all might want to get to this shit now, man. You know, see, when the UDC go live, we're gonna give you the uncut, the real shit. That's why, hey, truth is the new hate. Truth is the new hate. Niggas don't like us because we tell too much truth. Too much truth. Okay. You got guys who want to tell half truth. They don't want to tell all the truth though. You know what I mean? So that's what we're here for. We're gonna do that shit. So the link is right there. I had it posted from my other channel, Black Horse Promotions. So the link is provided by Black Horse Promotions. Let me give myself a link. I mean, a wrench. You know, Black Horse Promotions is leaving the building. He just dropped the link. But we're gonna definitely talk about this. Let me get this link out to my brothers. I just wanted to drop that link in the chat real quick so y'all can save that, have that for your own file. Okay. That was done in 2016. Since then, we've seen so much. Boxer Monster, fuck you, man. He said, block this dude spamming. That's me, fool. God damn. Your boy got that wrench ready, though. All right, this link is being sent out, man. Link being sent. But I ain't even get through the whole shit yet. I ain't get through the whole shit. Well, I'm rinsed up now, so you can't block. You can't block. How you gonna get somebody else to block? You could have did it yourself. Put in your own work. What's good? What's good?
What's up, man?
Angel Santos. What's going on, my brother?
Not much, my brother, man. Just chilling, man. Who else is on? Who else we got? Oh, Red. What's up, baby?
Red Glove. What's happening?
Not much, man. Glad I was able to get on this one. What up, Angel? What up, Black?
What's up, man?
Unbiased. What's up? What's good with y'all, man?
What's good, man?
Man, we got to get to this real shit. This live stream, shout out to LTV Boxing Talk. This was inspired by him. But you know us, man. Like, we've been rocking with each other for a long time. Red, of course, you've been rocking with us for a little minute. But as far as Angel and Unbiased, y'all know, man, we've been on this PBC shit. We just been keeping it real, giving our perspective on how they benefit the sport, what type of things that they could do better, so on and so forth. And it seems like our TBA Boxing Talk, he's fed up. He's admitted that he's tried to defend these guys, but I think hearing the news that this seeing the Gary Russell situation, how he can't get no fights, and then this recent situation hearing about Sean Porter and Errol Spence, how they're not going to fight in August. I think it's just, we seeing some people starting to get fed the fuck up, man. They starting to get fed up, and that's what kind of inspired me. I said, before I do this live stream, let me see what the hell, if there's anything else out there that's published that has an opinion on if the PBC is good for boxing. And I came across that article. I was like, nigga, that shit right there. Like, I mean, what's y'all thoughts on that? Just on a little bit that was read.
What up, fellas?
Charles, what's up, bro?
It's good, Charles.
It's poppin'.
That boy had to double back. His second live stream today.
Yeah, I missed the first one.
No, you was on? What you mean?
No, I was on it, but I had to, I had to cut out real quick.
Yeah. I mean, Unbiased and Red and Angel wasn't even on it at all. So they with this one though.
I seen shit hitting going haywire. I can't. I'm like, what the hell's going on?
Yeah, man. Jalik,
What's good?
welcome, brother. What's going on?
How y'all doing? You doing great?
Yeah, man. We got some smoke for your uncle, bro. So I'm glad you joined.
For my uncle? Oh shit. Hold on. Let me get Sam Watson on the line. Hold on.
Yeah, bring his ass on here. Bring his ass on here. You know what I mean? But we definitely talking about this PBC black card, man. If you don't know what the PBC black card is, man, it's these niggas get that black pass. You know what I mean? They get that pass. It's the race card. A lot of people have used it in life. And I'm seeing from my own perspective, I believe that the PBC race card is being used. I think that because Al Haymon is a black man and he looks like he's the boss, he's calling all the shots. A lot of people and channels, fans, casuals, they are actually giving this guy a pass, man. And it's really because of that race card. He got a lot of black fighters on the stable. He got quite a few, Hispanic, blacks, but I think that they are a little hesitant to really pull his card because he's black, whereas they be so quick to pull Bob Arum's card. They be quick to say something about Eddie Hearn, but what about Al Haymon and how he running shit over there? Like when I was reading it from the article, it's like it made some key points when it's talking about, he takes care of his fighters, and it's all about it talked about how these guys get the huge reward by fighting low competition because it's all about protecting the fighters. But then a good point was made, like, well, what about these other guys that come in there and they extreme underdogs and they getting taken out in stretchers and shit, and guys are just getting brutally hurt when they don't have really no business being in there. But it's all about making sure that the PBC fighter looks good, make sure that he gets his top payday, right? And then it's also going into the aspect of these fighters. Some of these guys have popped dirty in the past. A lot of these guys are not taking care of themselves outside of the ring. They ballooning up in weight. We seeing Tank Davis, it seems like he's about a middleweight now and shit. A lot of these guys is abusing alcohol. It talked about how other fighters too in the past, like De La Hoya, they say how he could have had a better career if he wasn't on cocaine. And Ricky Hatton, he just had an eating problem. And so a lot of these things are definitely apparent when it comes to the PBC side, but not a lot of people want to give it that attention, or they don't want to actually get that smoke. Jalik, I know that's your uncle, so you don't really want to say shit. But at the end of the day, when it comes to the real shit, these niggas been getting a pass for a long time. A long time they've been getting a pass, man. And it's like,
I gotta read the article.
I mean, some people credit Al Haymon for the HBO sinking ship. I mean, I don't really think that, but I do see out PBC being sold soon. I don't see how PBC is generating money if people are saying how much money these guys are really making. And some people are saying that they're giving away free tickets to venues and stuff like that. So I mean, where are they getting the money from? That's my whole thing.
But I guess we gotta yeah, everything. All PVC is not all positive and it's not all negative. So
Yeah.
I can start what I perceive as negative because I can't just say shit on the whole thing when
Real,
they did.
real quick, Jalik.
Yeah.
IOTBA, what's up, man? You feeling good, bro?
Y'all know how I do. It's your boy, Mr. 214. Hold up. Mr. Dorso no Quarto, hold up. Mr. Dors Cartorse. And I'm on that bullshit again. First off, shout out to everybody on the UGC boxing channel.
What's good,
Shout out
homie?
to the chat. Shout out to everybody. Y'all know how I'm rocking, man. What's popping?
Man, we talking about this PBC, man. This
Did
race card, bro.
Did you hear me, fam? Black, shout out to my boy Black Horseman. I was live on IG today, and I was like this, right? Look, this is some real shit. I want you niggas to really hear me on this. Like, niggas sit up here, you hear all these strong, vein neck ass niggas talking that shit, right? About how Anthony Joshua pussy, how Eddie Hearn pussy, how these niggas don't want to make the fight happen, right? And this is my thing. I want to ask all you niggas who going at Eddie Hearn, Anthony Joshua. I want to answer this for me. If PBC can't make fights with their own fighters they have, why the fuck do we think PBC gonna be able to make a fight with Deontay Wilder and Anthony Joshua if they won't even fight their own fighters within the goddamn company, man?
Good ass fucking question.
Also,
Man.
where if
Three of the welters got the straps.
hey, if their ship is if their ship is failing right now, where how'd they get that $50 million to give to AJ? I mean, I don't know, man. I'm just saying.
Well,
But then my
Al
thing,
good
like,
for it. This nigga got 2 big ass fights, so it ain't no question of the 50 mil.
but why these niggas make videos about how Anthony Joshua pussy and Eddie Hearn pussy and they scared and shit. But these niggas ain't talking about how PBC won't even make fights with each other. But they expect us to believe that they can make this fucking fight happen with Anthony Joshua and Deontay Wilder. Who the fuck do you niggas think I'm gonna believe right now? Who can make this fight and who can't make this fight?
I mean, if I can interject real quick, Al Heyman, he's an advisor, right? And he controls a certain aspect of things, but to say that, the
Hey,
fighters,
Corey, just mute before mute until you talk.
I'm sorry.
I was saying mute until you talk.
Okay.
to say is like, Al, he's an advisor, right? But we all know that I think he does a little bit more than that. We can all agree on this.
Yep.
And the simple fact of the matter is, man, he's just been, it just seems like he's just been mismanaging the money with certain fighters and giving certain fighters more than what is usually given, right? And not to say that that's even a bad thing. The thing is, you have a plethora of fighters like that, and you have major network deals. These networks expect you to get a return on investment, right? So they're not seeing
Now,
that
all
return on
facts, Angel, all facts. But let me tell you what it is, fam. It's a big old conflict of interest. That's all I want to say. Go ahead.
Right. And here's the thing, with that being said, you got to wonder, if their main focus is 7 guys out of the over 200 fighters that they have, what is going on with the matchmaking over there? You should have, it shouldn't be that Errol Spence wants to have his own headline pay-per-view when you're not even on that level like that, bro. You're not on that level like that yet. When Sean Porter, when Sean Porter and Danny Garcia and Mikey Garcia all want their own headline pay-per-view, it's diva stuff. You know, they need, if they're gonna talk about pay-per-views, right, and having 6 of them, well, you need to have Sean Porter versus Errol Spence on the same pay-per-view as a Mikey Garcia and a Danny Garcia on that same pay-per-view, and not have them separately.
All right, hold
And
on,
then,
wait, hold on,
you know,
Angel. There's gonna be a conflict with that though.
what is
Because
the conflict with that?
you know they're gonna sit there and be on some diva shit. Who's the main
And
event
that's
and who's the
and that's
co?
the and that's the case, and that is the whole problem with PBC
Mm.
because he's Al has a, I don't know if it's Al, it's probably Al's fault that he's made these fighters think that they are the man,
A little bit
and they're
spoiled.
not, and they're not. None of them's the man. None of them's the man yet. You have to have them fight more frequently together on the same pay-per-view. If you're gonna have a pay-per-view, they have to be all on the same pay-per-view card. Nobody wants to pay a $75 to see Mikey Garcia and Danny Garcia, and then pay another $75 to see Spencer Porter the next month. Nobody wants to do that.
Mm.
Nobody. When you're paying $100 for your cable bill, $100 for your cell phone bill, on average, plus your 3 or 4 subscriptions for DAZN, ESPN, Showtime. I'm sorry.
Hey, let me ask you this real quick.
Angel,
And I'm not gonna do that.
Why the fuck is they even mentioning Danny Garcia and Mikey Garcia as a fucking pay-per-view fight? That shit don't even make no sense, man. Why are they trying to rob? Look, bro. Why are they trying to rob us like that, though, fam?
Mm.
And Danny and Mikey's coming off of a loss.
Exactly.
And jumping right back on it.
That motherfucker coming off a bad loss.
And no belt on the line in that fight either.
At all.
Yeah, but that's
that little
what
diamond shit he had. He lost that.
Yo, if you're gonna do a pay-per-view, it should have been J-Rock versus Hurd, and then on the undercard it should have been Tank Davis versus Gary Russell, and then should been the co-main event could have been Mikey versus Danny. There you go. That's the pay-per-view card.
But like Charles said, $150. But like Charles said, like, you know,
and somebody's not gonna want to play the back seat. They ain't gonna want to play that co-main shit.
Right, the ego shit, man. Yeah, that's ridiculous.
Hey, but look, fam, look. How the fuck can Danny Garcia or Sean Porter have an ego? The only 2 niggas I can see in welterweight having an ego is Keith Thurman and Earl Spence. Them the only 2 niggas right now. Because I'm gonna keep on saying this. Sean Porter's a paper champion. Yeah, on record, it say he is the real WBC champion. But we know goddamn well Keith Thurman, if we don't recognize fucking Tyson Fury as the lineal champion, goddamn it, I'm still recognizing Keith Thurman as the goddamn WBC championship. Because you can't have 2 guys who he done fucking beat fight each other, now they champion. Man,
you talking about popularity?
Yeah, but that's different though, because Fury had to let go of them
it's different. I know it's different. I'm just saying. I look at Keith Thurman.
And the same thing with Keith, though. When Keith had that surgery, he was holding up the division. He had to drop one of them.
Yeah. I mean, we could say he was holding up the division all he want to, but if you a champion, you know, if we heard all type of stories of Keith Thurman of saying when he was gonna come back, we didn't never know. So he didn't know if he was gonna be able to come back. He was just trying to he thought he was gonna be able to come back. Unfortunately, he wasn't, so he had to drop the belt. You know.
Hey, real quick, let me read this comment. Samuel Shaw says, there isn't enough money in the budget to have all these dudes on pay-per-view when they are all making top dollar. That's the reason the undercards are shitty, because no money is left. Y'all think it's that?
It's mismanagement,
man. If you put all of them on the card, we ain't getting no $75, $85 card. If we get them all on one card, you looking at shit. Somebody with bad car insurance, nigga. You paying like $300 for a card.
Damn.
Just to cover everyone's purse, we're gonna end up paying like $250 if we could get all of them on one card.
Yeah, think about it. Well, how much fucking sense did it make on that Spence card for David Benavidez versus Jalen Love?
That was the dumbest shit, dumbest co-main event I've ever seen.
And I was mad as fuck because everybody knew Benavidez was gonna stretch him.
I understand Benavidez is a motherfucker, but if this is a pay-per-view fight, you know, these motherfuckers is.
Like, and he was coming off popping dirty. He was coming off being from suspension.
Yeah, and
that nigga was on yo Benavidez.
They really look at us like we dumbass fans, y'all. Y'all got to look at that because they like fuck us.
They pimping us, bro.
They like fuck us. We just gonna put a fight on the main card that's gonna make you motherfuckers
That
want
card
this
was
shit.
trash.
So look, how can we be mad at the zone? How can niggas be mad at the zone? Paying $10. I pay $10 a month. I don't give a fuck. $10 a month. I turn that bitch on all the time. It's always something on there. Always.
You want to know what sucked is that card was trash, but it made more money than the Con Crawford shit, and that whole fucking card was loaded.
Loaded.
Yeah,
But
it's the truth.
you guys
That's the
think that
truth.
PBC can't afford to pay these guys, and that's why
Nah,
they're doing
bro. Look,
pay-per-views?
no. What we need to
Obviously,
think.
they can afford it.
Now, what we need to do, we need to go at the top of the head. It's Al fucking Haymon. He's the problem. Nigga, I'm tired of these niggas out here. Oh, he a black man. Yeah, I'm black. I was happy. It was some unprecedented shit that went down. A black man running boxing. But fuck that. How long can I say this nigga black without calling this nigga out on his bullshit? Like, this dude is a conflict of interest for boxing. We keep pointing the fingers at Top Rank and Golden Boy. When we gonna start pointing some fingers at that nigga? Because this nigga got all these niggas under his banner, and this nigga don't have none of them niggas fighting each other. He a fucking conflict of interest to boxing, fam.
To answer
And
your question,
and he only do shit when it's convenient for him. If you paid attention to it,
what you mean, Charles?
what is convenient for him is when he'll match his own fighters up, or if he wants to, or if he wants to cross network. It's certain fighters that he'll do it with. Like look right now, Ruiz is a PBC fighter.
That's true.
And look
But
what he's doing.
look, this is the thing. This is what they do. And I was saying this earlier. Like, they ain't gonna make no fights with none of the top niggas with them other niggas. They'll put a nigga who ain't really that good against them niggas who top from the other thing. Who knowing they gonna
You
get
got
their ass.
feedback.
We getting some feedback, bro.
That ain't me.
Nah, that's me. That's my shorty. Hold on, let me mute.
Yeah, tell you shorty we live, fam.
Yeah, I know. Hold on. Why is this bitch trying to FaceTime me?
Damn, nigga.
Oh, my fault.
All right, you through?
Oh no,
Yeah,
I'm just saying. I'm tired of it. Oh, go ahead.
No, you good. I was talking to Charles, seeing if he was through.
But this is my thing right here, fam. He a fucking conflict of interest, fam. Because think about it, everybody, unbiased, Charles D, Jalik, Red Glove Militant, and whoever else, Black Horseman, whoever else I missed. Think about it. If this nigga advisor to these niggas, this nigga is advisor to put them in the right position. This ain't like on. Look, now think about it, fam. I'm with these fighters being free agents, but how good is a free agent when you got an advisor running shit? Who if you tell that advisor who worked for you that you don't want that fight right now, you ain't got to have that fight right now.
Yeah, man. Let's see. Yeah, I don't know if you heard what I was reading a little bit from the article, Corey. Did you hear?
Huh?
I was reading from before I started the live, man. It was a good ass article I had came across, and it was talking about how good is PBC for boxing. I left the link in the chat, and I'm gonna also leave it in the description at the end of the live, man. But it was kind of like talking about how in one particular section, how sometimes like he'll get these guys and he's like, it's about the safety and make sure they get paid a lot, because in the past that these guys were not really getting paid top dollar, but they were in tough fights. But he was saying if it's all about safety for all fighters, well, he said they were saying in the article, how do you explain guys that get in there who are complete underdogs, and they'll get in there with a top dog like a Keith Thurman or Arrow, or they get in there with somebody like, what I'm saying, who's a champion, or Danny Garcia or somebody, and they just get stretched, because it's all about trying to protect that. It's like Haymon has favoritism for these certain fighters, but he don't mind putting in a sacrificial lamb, at one of his top guys. So, but when these guys leave a stretcher, it's like that don't matter. As long as my favorite guys, my money making guys, is protected. You know what I mean? But when it comes to putting these guys in these fights where it's a lot of risk involved and where they can possibly, get hurt against another top guy, he hit real hesitant to do that shit. What's up, Nick?
Perfect example. He didn't give a fuck about Earl Spence at first. Look, I'm gonna tell you why. I'm not saying he didn't give a fuck about him, but he really didn't give a fuck about him. Because at the end of the day, Earl was just this nigga everybody was talking about. You know how niggas like and how Al Haymon do. And Earl had to prove himself to Al Haymon before he started giving a fuck about him. That's why you think he gave Earl that 3.5 against Lamar Peterson, fam. Come on, man. Think about it. But if he really do give a fuck about Earl, why Earl still ain't fought down one of these niggas? I said this earlier, Charles D and everybody. How the fuck have Adrian Granados fought Sean Porter and Danny Garcia before Earl Spence? Think about that. Let that soak in y'all head. Adrian Granados have fought Danny Garcia and Sean Porter before Earl Spence.
Sacrificial lamb ass nigga, bro.
Yep.
He got his ass lambed out. Samuel Shaw said this PBC fighters that are turning down Top Smoke with each other. Al can't make them fight. He works for the fighters.
Did you just who said that shit?
Samuel Shaw.
Samuel Shaw. Did you just hear what I said, sir? That's why it's a big fucking conflict of interest,
That's
fam.
true.
How is this good for boxing? That's a conflict of interest.
That's true.
How is he good? How is he good to be putting on shows and he the advisor of all these niggas, fam?
Yeah.
Yep.
Bruce fucking Vane is in the chat. He said, "You right."
It's like having this tantamount to where you're in a financial organization and you're sending out your vouchers. You create your voucher and you're your own certifier. That's wrong. You're supposed to have a delegation of duties, right? You can't that's like the boss or somebody, the worker writing his own check and then certifying his own check and cashing it.
Exactly. And picking his own hours.
That's not making his own hours.
Yeah, you know what I'm saying?
Cheating the timekeepers, cheating because he's certifying his own shit, and that's not right.
Yeah, it's kind of like if I could just say this real quick, it's kind of like he's found a loophole to get around that Ali Act. The Ali Act is there to prevent things like this from happening. You're not supposed to be a manager and promoter, but he doesn't list himself as either. He lists himself as an advisor, and it's just giving him all this power. And in most cases, you're not going to get away with what Angel was just talking about, where you have that conflict of interest. And ILTBA, y'all are talking about this conflict of interest. That's why that's in place.
Yep.
What was in place?
The Ali Act.
I know, but bro, but what I'm saying is, look, how is that fucking good for boxing? Like,
it's not. That's what I'm saying. He's found a loophole.
No, but I'm just saying, not towards you, Red Glove Militant. I'm just saying to the people, how is that good for boxing? We got a nigga who is advisor, who got the best interest for everybody. Come on, how is that good for boxing? And shout out to Bruce fucking Vane, man. You the truth, bro. Nigga, I watch your videos, every one of them. Nigga, you be nailing them hoes.
Real shit. That nigga the truth with that shit, man.
So I fuck with Bruce Vane, man. Bruce Vane, that dude is the real deal.
Yeah, man. Shout out to Bruce, man, because I'm a Wilder fan. But then, I listen to Bruce, I be like, damn, man, like, make me question, like,
he comes with
what the fuck?
Hey, when Bruce says something, he don't come without the proof. So you really can't refute what he comes with. But yeah, I agree. Like, this isn't good for the sport of boxing. Like, don't get me wrong, the boxers need to be taken care of, but there's a right way to go about doing it. You know what I'm saying? Right. It's like, the police are in place to keep order and like, to serve and protect. But if the police is beating your ass just because you ran a red light, that's not the right way to go about it. There's a right way. So I know that's kind of an extreme situation, but in this case, there's a right way to take care of the boxers. Why not put them in more competitive fights and they still get paid?
Man, exactly. Man, we don't even know who Tank's about to fight.
Keep them active, man.
You know what I'm saying? Like, Tank is probably the best example for the PBC's flaws. Like, we don't know who Tank's about to fight. He gets called out by pretty much everybody. They
but bias. Can we blame that on TMT though, blame that on money on Mayweather's bullshit ass promotion.
Yeah, but yeah, we blame it on Mayweather, but we blame it on Tank too.
Yep.
We blame it on Tank. He bear responsibility for this too, because these niggas done got catered. Like I'm not. Look, I was all happy because I'm
Tank ain't
for
gonna
these.
say shit to Floyd, man.
Look, I'm for these niggas to get all their money, fam. You know, so I was for Al Haymon and the movement that he had. But like, it's like he babied these niggas too much to where these niggas spoiled now. And these niggas see that they don't got to do that. So how good is this free agent shit? How good is Al Haymon being advisor? Like,
Right.
understand, when I first heard Oscar De La Hoya, when I first heard Oscar De La Hoya and Bob Arum talking about this guy and taking him to court, I thought these niggas was hating on him, fam. So I was going at them niggas' head just mad because a black nigga done took over. But now, if you look at the realization of the situation, this black dude is ruining the sport by not letting these guys fight each other.
Yep.
Blocking.
Damn. Facts, bro.
Yeah, it is. It is. I used to.
He
Always,
blocking and he blocking a lot of great fights.
He is.
it is. It is a conflict of interest, like you said. If you're the advisor, you want your guys that make the most money with the least risk. He's good for the fighters, but for boxing as a whole, that's some bullshit.
Yep.
I've been
Low-key.
saying that for a while.
Is
So
one
what are we
thing.
gonna say? Are we
Jalik,
gonna?
I am
gonna
shocked.
I've been thought that. No, I've been thought that. I always was saying, y'all niggas is program. Y'all want me to.
No, I'm just messing with you, Jalik. I
I've
know.
been thought that. Look, I used to.
Hey, but Jalik,
get on
low
my
key.
nerves.
This nigga
Low-key,
just lost the dread for
Let me
telling the
say
truth.
something.
I think it lost like 4 of them
This
bitches.
goes way back before. We used to always, me and my homeboy.
What happened, Jalik? Oh, that cricket Wi-Fi. Okay.
He had Andre Berto fighting bullshit niggas. I was like, what the fuck? Andre Berto fighting bullshit. He had Gary Russell in his like second or third fight fighting on TV. So it's like enabling. When you enable a nigga, you prevent the fighter from reaching their same potential. So that's why I did the enabling video, because it's preventing the fighters, it's preventing boxing from having the best fights, it's preventing the fighters. I'm not sure if PBC got too many Hall of Famers based on the fact that I mean, you gotta fight for that shit. Once you enable, it becomes spoiled. So
low key, man, Al Haymon ruined your boy Wilder's career, man, because Al Haymon he advised Charles Martin not to unify. He could have advised him to unify with Wilder. I'm just saying, bro. I'm just saying.
Nah, the
fight. If you gonna keep it 100, keep it all the way 100, man.
Look,
the fight gonna happen next. You see the article I put out. That's
man. They threw Charles Martin over there to be a sacrifice.
How you rolling make millions? That's not.
Yeah, but why would you throw? But why would you throw Charles Martin over there as a sacrificial?
You know why he did it? Because, bro, look, that's the key fucking question.
He's the advisor. That's it. That's the conflict of interest. That's what
exactly.
No, and look though, because we knocked him, he got 7. But look, I ain't mad at Charles Martin when he took that, because he got 7 million, fam.
Exactly.
That's
but he couldn't do that for Wilder.
But look, you got to understand, Wilder ain't bowing down. That nigga ain't bowing down. This nigga think he bigger.
Bowing down, but that's what I'm trying to figure out. Like, bowing down how? You got
nigga
in-house
financially. The nigga need to bow down financially, fam. I would look. That's what that stupid ass nigga did the video talking about Wilder bow down, veins popping out his neck and shit. Dumb Diddy looking ass nigga talking about I don't bow down to no man, nigga. I'll never tell a nigga to bow down to a nigga, because I ain't gonna never bow down to no nigga, get on my knees and like you are the master of me. No, I'm talking about financially. We all fucking know out here that Deontay Wilder is nothing compared to AJ when it comes to popularity, fam. So until the reason why the fight ain't happening is because PBC, for the simple fact, like we mentioned earlier, this nigga throw sacrificial lambs out there, but he not fighting his guys with Den. So you got to understand, they think Deontay Wilder bigger than what the fuck he think he is, and he's not. And at the end of the day, that these privileged ass Americans are mad that the UK got their foot on the neck in the heavyweight division, and they steady just accepting reality. All these dumbass niggas want to live in this fantasy world, like they think, like they trying to preach and make everybody think Deontay Wilder is on his level or a bigger fighter than him. And I be like, you stupid motherfucker.
LTBA, who you think the best promoter in the game is though? Who you think the best promoter is best for boxing right now?
Well,
Who do
I'm
y'all-
gonna go with Eddie Hearn, fam. And the reason why I say Eddie Hearn is because this dude, he want his fighters to fight the fights. He put his guys in position. He do that. He ain't trying to hold his fighters black with a conflict of interest. Yeah, do he care for his fighters? Absolutely. Look what he did to Danny Jacobs. He promised Danny Jacobs if he came to him with the zone, he was gonna get him a shot at Canelo. What happened? Did he deliver on that or didn't he?
Yeah.
He did. Hey, y'all
Look,
think?
hold up. I ain't done. Look at Tevin Farmar.
I'm
Look at
biased.
Tevin.
I'm
Hold
biased
up.
to
Look.
get them
Hold
free
up.
passes.
Hold up.
Go ahead.
Look at Tevin Farmar. Tevin Farmar was nothing. He was just a dude who we looked at as somebody, possibly could make it to the nigga. Look what Eddie Hearn did for this nigga. Took this nigga, man. Now Tevin Farmar is a star, fam. Come on, look how he looking now. This ain't the same nigga whose teeth was crooked. All his shit straight now.
Y'all think?
Real quick, go ahead, Julie. Go ahead.
Now I was just saying that everybody, all the promoters, them niggas is greedy though. Like them niggas that got the companies, most of them, they only care about their bottom line, which is money. So they always gonna do like certain shit like that. So that Al Heyman been doing this shit since 2011. This nigga had Gary Russell fighting on TV with like 2 fights. I was like, what the fuck? How does he have so much control? I still don't know to this day how he does that shit. Is weird to me. How the fuck he does that?
But this was crazy. You say he had who? Gary Russell?
Gary Russell fighting on TV.
Look,
He had that nigga fighting on
You
TV.
about to make this nigga go
You
off.
also got to remember Gary Russell was around the same time, motherfucking AB.
Adrian Broner, yeah, but it was
but I'm glad you said Gary Russell.
4-round fight on TV.
I'm glad you mentioned Gary Russell, a dude who is a class act, a professional. Like when he walk around in the world, he don't try to do nothing but piss excellence, fam. Like he's a dude who's not all in the videos doing all that extra shit. Look, why when you got a professional like that, who if I got a company, I want a guy like that. I want guys like that. I ain't gonna say I don't want the other guys either, but why I'm not gonna want guys like that who carry themselves inside and out the ring.
But it's
But
a
this is a
business
black.
though,
Hold
LTBA.
on. Yeah, I know it's a business, but
It's a
hold
business,
up.
but Gary Russell was Mr. Professional. That
No.
nigga don't.
Look,
You
it is
gotta
a
generate
business.
money, man. You gotta
It is, bro.
It's
It
a
is
little,
a business, bro. But when you a fucking champion, fam, and you done been the longest reigning champion at 126, and you got this black man who running boxing now, but he giving these guys, these Mexican fighters, and Leo Santa Cruz, Abner Maris, all the shots in the world. But this black man and Gary Russell, who's nothing but fucking professional, and he treat him like shit. How the fuck can anybody go against the grain on that when Gary Russell has been the champion for longer than any of them niggas, man?
Hey, real quick, it's a certain part in this article that kind of just talked about that. It says,
He's been a longer champion than Wilder.
It says fighters like Adrian Broner. Somebody need a mute. Whoever outside.
That's not me.
Hold on, I got you.
Yeah, it says fighters like AB. You mute, bro? There's a lot of echo.
My phone on mute. My phone was on mute. I'm listening though.
Okay, that's somebody else then. Whoever outside, man, they need to mute real quick. Says fighters like AB are allowed to compete despite arrest warrants. It sends a message to other boxers. As long as you're popular and have money in your pocket, you can get a free pass for your misdeeds. But I just thought I'd read that because y'all was talking about how Gary Russell been professional. He's been a champion for, I don't know how long.
Exactly.
And yet,
it's just
That happens.
and
Been a champion just as long as Wilder.
Yeah,
Jalika,
and that's
why
the
you
thing,
talking
man.
about he's
It's
not
like
popping, Jalika?
it's like
Please,
Jalek wants it to be. Jalek wants it to be more like WWE. He wants people to start running to the ring and calling people out. But Gary is beating people. Gary's beating people and calling out champions.
Hey, real quick. Go ahead, Angel. Go ahead.
So what you trying to say, Jalik, is because the boxers, so AB and them gotta act all crazy and wild
No.
and ignorant and shit, so they could sell a fight.
No, I'm not saying that. I'm saying that you have to develop charisma.
Jalik said twerking and shit is charisma.
No. It's the middle ground. You can have charisma. That's why I asked y'all niggas earlier. Steph Curry has charisma, but he's very professional. He got his 3 children.
Leo Santa Cruz got charisma.
Let me talk, my nigga. Let me
I'm sorry.
bring the power to the truth and the truth.
I'm sorry.
Jalik tired of getting stepped on with 2 feet.
Nah, what I'm trying to
Timberland boots.
It's the middle ground. A lot of people think like you got to act all ignorant if you're a black fighter, act like the hell. You don't have to do that. You can create charisma. How you do it? Some people got it. Some people don't.
Do Deontay Wilder got it?
Fighter.
Do he got charisma?
Hold on, Leo Santa Cruz. He got charisma.
Yeah.
Listen.
Yeah, we. What the fuck is that?
Yeah, I don't think he does. I think Leo Santa Cruz kind of bold.
He got caught up right there. He got caught up right there.
I'm just, we all know the country we live in and how it is.
I know what charisma Leo Santa Cruz has. His charisma is that he named his son Al.
Yeah, exactly.
Wow. You know what charisma is to me?
You gotta market everybody differently. As a black man,
you know what?
You gotta stop triple talking, fam.
You do have
He really named his son Al.
But why?
Hell yeah, he named his son Al.
Yeah, he did. But yeah, so
hold up, Jalik. You talking about we when that nigga asked you what kind of charisma do Leo Santa Cruz? Nigga, why you start speaking French, nigga?
What Mexican y'all ever met named Al?
And look, let me stomp this nigga real quick.
Al Jesus.
Jalik, hold up, let me stomp this nigga like I do all the time.
You crazy, man.
Let me stomp this nigga Jalik like I do all the time. Ain't this nigga I mean, tell me if I'm lying or not, because every time I listen to this is the nigga who be screaming about unifying, right?
Exactly. I want to see the fight.
Okay, so hold up. If you screaming about unifying, cuz look, what the fuck else Gary Russell got to do, my nigga? Look, now understand, I know he probably ain't the most popular nigga, but damn, if you been champion this fucking long, this shit ain't earned you a shot, my nigga?
Man, Jalik got the casual mindset.
I'm trying to say
popular fighters.
His profile, he doesn't say nothing. He's quiet. Closed mouths don't get fed. What the fuck you don't understand? He just started talking now.
Okay, well, if you're gonna use that slogan, that goes for a lot of fighters.
A new era ass nigga, and he just
closed mouths don't get fed.
No, okay, but that's how I know you a new era ass nigga, fam. Because he been asking for these goddamn fights for a while.
He has.
He doesn't see at the fights. The nigga don't even watch fights.
He's been calling them out though.
Do you honestly believe they don't watch fights?
This nigga is a new era nigga because he only come around. You just came around or something, bro. You watch all the interviews, my nigga.
Gary Russell been calling out, dude.
You can't make motherfuckers fight you. Just like
bro. Hold up, fam.
He been a ducker. Why you gonna make your career based?
Okay, so Jalik, that's a conflict of fucking interest, my nigga.
Listen, if I see a bitch and I'm trying to smash her, I'm not gonna text her every day. I'm not no thirsty ass nigga. I build my own name up, and the bitches start chasing me. That's all I'm trying to tell you.
You
can't.
That was a dumbass analogy.
No, that's what I'm trying to say.
No, that's a dumbass analogy. But let me tell you like this, fam.
You can't.
All right, hold up. All right, go ahead. Hold on, one at a time. Go ahead.
Hold up. That's a dumbass analogy. Let me tell you.
Jalik, all right, one at a time, bro. Go ahead, Corey.
That's a dumbass analogy, Jalik, because it's millions and millions of motherfucking women in the world, nigga. It's only a couple of belts in boxing, nigga. So don't try to fucking compare. Talking about if I see a bitch, if I want to smash, I ain't gonna be thirsty, nigga. It's a bunch of bitches. That's why you ain't smashing them, because you know you got another bitch that you can just call over and get the pussy. So you can work your way up to that bitch and not giving a fuck about smashing her until you do, nigga.
That's why
what the fuck are you talking about?
Big, ILCBA 214. When you profile is big, you have options. Quit basing your career off one.
Yeah, but look, he's been calling out Frampton.
Hold
them all out, bro.
Bugging
out.
And see, you know, Jalik be doing this shit. He be saying we be jumping him. Like, bro, you be getting your own self. This nigga Jalik, the type of nigga to walk up to a whole set and say fuck all you niggas and then get jumped and get mad why you got jumped. Like, nigga.
I don't see that though. Y'all blaming Leo Santa Cruz basically because Gary Russell. Okay, he ducked him. What the fuck you also gonna do?
Frampton.
Yes, but you say
but hold on. Let me say something. Hold on. Let me rip real quick.
let me rip for real quick. Nobody interrupt me. Look, Jaleel, you made a video talking about Gary Russell. You have to build a profile.
He does.
He's an Olympian. He
So the
has
fuck
faced
what?
Lomachenko. He is a
Wait, Jaleel.
WBC champion. He is one of the best boxers out there. One of the
You real quick, Corey,
ones
or
with the
whoever that is.
fastest, with
I
the
ain't got
No,
the
that's not
fastest
volume.
me.
hands
That's
out there,
correct.
right? Right? But then you say at the same time you say him to build his profile when it's already been built. What's he already been calling out everybody, right? For the past 4 years. For the past 4 years. On top of that, then you said earlier, right? You said earlier that the lineal champion doesn't mean anything. Are you out of your mind? That's the whole reason why we was arguing earlier.
Y'all
Because
niggas, y'all
that's the whole
the
reason
Talk
why
rematches.
that shit,
Flower
Angel.
carried the
Talk
fight.
that
Hey,
shit.
you nigga that want to see rematches like
Jaleel,
that. I want unification. Fuck rematches. Y'all
Talk that
You don't
shit,
want
Angel. Talk that shit.
Then why doesn't Gary Russell Jr. get his shot
bro.
at Santa Cruz then?
Exactly.
because
You
they
don't
don't
want
want to fight.
unification.
Leo Santa Cruz is a
It's a
duck.
Man, stop
unification. You
contradicting
just
your
said you want
fucking self, Jaleel.
unification,
Leo Santa
Jaleel.
Cruz don't think he can
Jaleel,
win.
you just said you want unifications, but now you're making
I do
excuses for
want
hey, by the
Leo
Man,
time,
Santa
why is we
Cruz.
by the
I
arguing with
do
this
want
new
it, but
hey,
you
era
can't
nigga,
force the nigga.
man?
hey, by the time this nigga Jalik done getting stomped on, he ain't gonna have no more teeth in his mouth after this shit. You gonna be nigga
You
straight
can't
gum
let
status.
them fight you. The way to increase the niggas fight you is to build your profile.
Hold up,
But
Jaleel.
how? But
Training
you.
power. Just
Oh,
like
Not hear what Angel just said,
yeah,
bro.
You
He
just,
already.
he just, I
training
don't know.
power.
It's like,
That's the same
you
thing.
Jaleel, you getting your head kicked
it's
in
like you
again.
completely, like,
Damn, y'all
I'm trying to figure what else.
What the
I'm
fuck?
trying. I'm trying to
nah.
figure out what the fuck else Gary Russell got to do, my nigga.
yeah.
I'm like, this nigga
Now,
talking about
Angel,
build
I
this
just,
You know what he
profile.
it's
got
like
to
I
do?
just spelled it
He
out.
got to
You
go to the
made the brick
club,
road for
get
you, man.
drunk.
No,
You got to
yeah,
get
y'all,
arrested.
y'all don't know how
right,
you got
You got to get arrested.
you
Then
got to be
Jaleel will start
ignorant to
promoting
have
him.
a big
right.
profile.
Jaleel
AJ
will be like,
profile is big,
Oh
right?
wait, Gary
AJ got a
Russell,
big profile, right?
Gary
Is he
Russell got to
ignorant?
have 4
No.
baby mamas, right, Jaleel?
Jaleel, shut up and let them talk,
Come on,
bro.
man.
AJ got a team behind him that helps him build up his profile, doesn't he?
Bro, like
Right?
how? What the
Gary
fuck do
Russell did.
what the fuck do AJ do differently than Dick? Cause that nigga quiet to me.
Who? AJ?
Yeah, he
His
quiet.
profile is bigger because he
I
got a
know it's
team
bigger,
around
but
him.
he's
He
still
generates
quiet.
money. He
Jaleel,
generates
stop
money.
saying dumbass. Stop
He
bringing
can be
it.
quiet.
Jaleel, come on, bro. Hold up, bro. Come on, bro. All right, is you through? Let me know when you through, nigga.
Yeah.
Let me know when you through, bro, because you can't keep doing that
I
shit, fam.
want to go 1-on-1 with all y'all niggas.
No, man, fuck. I don't
Nah,
even want to go one
no,
on
you
one with you,
don't.
nigga. You ain't worried
Jaleel,
about the one
it's,
on one.
Y'all
it's,
just
So it's not gonna end well for you.
Jaleel,
Come
calm
on,
down.
bro. Stop trying to make this about one on one. We talking about boxing, fam.
That's what we talking about, boxing,
But
1-on-1
why you
debate.
talking about one on one, nigga? I'm asking you
Because
what's so
Jalik want to
different.
get kicked
I'm
individually
asking
by
you what's
everybody in
so
the chat.
different. What's so different from Anthony Joshua and Gary Russell Jr., fam?
AJ's profile is much
I'm
bigger.
talking about in temperament wise, because Anthony Joshua don't do all that other shit.
Is he on social media with man?
Bro, hold up. But listen, what I'm saying is he don't do all that other shit.
We know this, but why you keep saying that? You don't have to be an ignorant nigga to have a big profile.
Okay, so bro, what I'm saying, bro, listen to what
Niggas
I'm
is gonna
saying.
hacky sack the
He
shit
might
out of
not be
Jalik
the
right
nigga
now.
with the most charisma, Jalik. He might not. I could give you that. But when you have a champion, fam, I don't give a fuck what you say. And stop trying to argue this. When you got a nigga who done been a champion longer than any one of them other niggas in the division, and them niggas and you got a nigga who under the same umbrella, you mean to tell me I can't fight him?
This nigga Jalik said he need to go fight Shakur Stevenson.
yeah.
That's the dumbest shit I ever heard in my life.
Dumb. Because look. I'm gonna explain this shit to y'all niggas. Y'all only see
Please
things
don't let
Didn't
this
you say
nigga
you want
explain this
unification,
shit.
though?
Jalik is black and
listen.
Right. He need to go
No,
unify with
that's what he
Shakur.
said.
Huh.
Let me see.
Nigga, man.
Niggas is
Gary Russell
roundhousing
I
Jalik.
want to debate you now.
Gary Russell
Oh, you
Jr. is
can.
calling everybody out, right? Gary Russell Jr. is calling everybody out. He's calling everybody Tank out. Earl Spence Jr. was calling everybody else out, and then now all of a sudden, Bud came on the scene, and a nigga turned into a politician. The same thing is gonna happen to Gary Russell. Watch, Shakur Stevenson gonna start calling this nigga out, and y'all gonna be like, what? That's all the fuck I'm saying. Build your profile up, niggas. And stop relying on other niggas for your career.
Stop relying on
Jalik, that remains to be seen, though.
like stop relying on other
that's gonna
champs to
happen. It
unify.
happens
Okay,
every time. Watch.
that
But
makes sense.
that remains to be seen, though, Jalik. You're saying that this is going to happen. I mean, you also say that the AJ fight is going to happen in the fall. You know, I don't think either of these two things are gonna happen. Like,
okay, what does Gary Russell do now? If y'all is promoters, what does he do now? Nigga don't want to fight you. What you gonna do?
we're not saying that we're his promoters.
I would try to get the warrants.
Well,
I'm
I
gonna tell
mean,
you what he do. Go to the zone.
Yep, go to the zone.
Go to the zone. Go to the zone.
I would go to the zone too.
Go to the zone. That's what Gary Russell needs to do.
And fight Kevin Farmer. Fight Kevin Farmer.
No, what happens is when other champions don't fight you, you fight your mandatory, which was JoJo Diaz last year.
Yep.
Like unlike some other champions that don't fight their mandatories when they don't unify with somebody else. That's what Gary Russell did. He fought his mandatory, beat him handedly. That's what you call building your profile is.
I've been watching Gary Russell.
It's a foundation.
Y'all niggas just started watching him, man. I've been watching Gary Russell.
What, bro? You don't act like
fighting on TV.
You ain't gonna say that.
Jaleel, how old are you, Jaleel?
You're not gonna say that.
You keep saying that. I've been watching this shit.
Jaleel, how old are you, bro?
Lineal championship.
How old are you?
18, thinking trying to school us on boxing.
How old are you, Jaleel?
You're not gonna say that when you just said the lineal championship
Hey,
don't matter
Angel.
in the heavyweight division.
Okay.
You're not gonna say that.
Okay, I'm gonna put you in charge of Gary Russell's career. You're his manager. What do you do to make him a pay-per-view star? Go ahead. What do you do to make him a pay-per-view star? Go.
Bro, some fighters don't. Hold on, let me tell you this, fam. Some fighters.
Hypothetical, ILTV.
No. I ain't on that hypothetical.
How you gonna make him a pay-per-view?
Hold on,
ITV.
Okay. Jaleel, who's a pay-per-view star in that weight division?
Nobody.
Okay.
All right, let me say this. Let me add to that. Hold up, Jaleel. Hold up. Let me add to what Red Glove said. Jaleel. Let me add to what Red Glove said. And let me school you some, you new era ass nigga. If you look at fighters, bro, every fighter ain't built out to be no pay-per-view star, my nigga. Everybody can't do that. So why the fuck would you say some silly ass shit like that? If we looking at Gary Russell Jr., no. He'll never be a pay-per-view star, fam. It's just fighters who ain't built for that. You can't sit up here and ask us no hypothetical ass question with a dude who in his 30s and talking about how can you build him in a pay-per-view fight when niggas don't even want to fight him under the same umbrella. What type of question is that?
Exactly. That's my point. That was my point.
Motherfuckers don't want to fight Boo Boo, right? Boo Boo having problems.
Nobody stop, man.
Same thing.
Stop him, bro.
Listen,
nigga right here, man.
It's always a left-handed nigga. It's always a southpaw that's real good with a risk.
Yo, Jaleel.
Let him get the door.
Jaleel, if Boo Boo doesn't get the Canelo fight next, are you gonna say he needs to build his profile?
No. It's gonna take.
Jaleel, did you eat some mushrooms?
Because he has one belt.
Canelo ducking Boo Boo?
Because he has one belt, just like Gary Russell Jr.
Yo, Jaleel, did you like eat some mushrooms up in that mountain earlier?
Hey, Jaleel, Samuel Shaw trying to help you in the chat.
I don't think that's cool, man. Basing your life off one person, keep calling them out. The nigga ducking you. What else you going?
No, so you gonna say Canelo ducking him when we know Canelo will beat the shit out of him?
No. I'm talking about Leo Santa Cruz.
No, I'm asking you, nigga, if Canelo don't fight Boo Boo next, is you gonna say he ducking him, nigga?
I'm not gonna say that next. But
okay, now why you ain't gonna say that about him?
Well, actually, if he fight Triple G, yeah, I'm gonna say that shit because first of all,
why?
The belt.
Why would you say that about Triple G when it was two? Them was two good fights.
No, hey,
real quick.
Triple G clout chasing too. Always trying to build his name up.
Man, bro, how a nigga who? Okay, so see that's why you a new era nigga. How a nigga who got? So hold up, yeah, you a new era nigga. I said it and I meant it. How you gonna say that when a nigga got the record in middleweight for most title defenses? You new era ass nigga. How a nigga like that?
Black, don't cut it. Let me get this look.
Wait. We talking about Triple G or we talking about
Triple G now? Triple G, the clout chasing nigga.
He don't got the record.
He don't got the record.
He's not even close.
Bernard.
No, he got the most. He did break that record.
No, correct. Triple G was a super champion.
No, dude, Bernard Hopkins still got that record.
That's why you watch it.
Bernard got over 20 defenses.
Charles D, let that nigga.
Don't Triple G got over 20 defenses?
No, he only.
No, hell no, not at middleweight.
No, he had the normal
That's
belt.
all he ever been at.
IOTB. He had the normal belt. He never fought Felix Strum for it because Felix Strum.
No, I'm asking you, how many? Somebody look up and tell me how many title defenses Triple G had.
He got like 9 or 10.
Correct. You supposed to know that. You a new era nigga, like you told me.
Nah, bro.
New era nigga.
Damn.
Hey, real quick, let me read this. Let me read this comment real quick. The Gully said, real quick. Let me read this real quick.
New era nigga, get the fuck
How
out of
many?
here.
How many he got? Okay, fuck it, nigga. Damn,
Nah,
man.
50
Hey, y'all gonna let me read this comment real quick?
Yeah.
I wipe my ass with G's record. All right, got Black.
Hey, the Gully says Haymon has overpaid Santa Cruz for mismatches. Leo gets $1 million to fight Journeyman, so he won't fight Gary Russell Jr. for under $2 million.
Yeah, that's probably what it is.
So I mean, it
How
goes
the
back
fuck
to
is Leo making $2 million to fight?
I mean, he said he getting $1 million just to fight Journeyman. So
man, how many title defenses did Triple G have?
He had like 9 or 10.
I have to look it up.
9 or 10. He's nowhere near Hopkins. Hopkins got 20.
Why did they bring it up then? Why did they compare him to that?
Because it was the regular belt. He never had the
regular belt. He didn't
never
have
had the super. Yep.
Okay, so as having a regular belt, he had just about as many defenses. Is that what y'all mean?
Yeah, but Bernard had the super.
Oh, okay.
No. Felix Strum had the super.
See, look, bro. See,
hold on. So I'm confused. So you said,
hold up. Now, why niggas be trying to play me like I don't?
Right.
No. Because Triple G, no one's trying to play you.
No. Nigga, look it up, nigga, before you keep talking. Look it up.
Y'all double talk.
I had this argument before. Triple G is nowhere near Bernard Hopkins when it comes to title defense.
Wait a minute. First, y'all said he didn't have as many defenses as him, and then y'all say he does, but he just had a different belt. He had the regular.
No, he had a regular. He had the regular belt.
We're talking about Triple G had the regular. We're not talking about Bernard. Bernard had the super.
Bernard had the super. Yep.
Right.
Man, what does that got to do with it? Man, hold up.
All right,
Bro,
y'all kind of.
my nigga.
Like, look, let me see. Like Manny Pacquiao has the regular belt.
Y'all should have just said he did have as many defenses as B Hop, but he just didn't have the super belt. Like first, y'all said he didn't have he said nowhere close to as many. Somebody said he didn't have nowhere.
He had a lot. He just didn't beat.
Oh, he defended it. But
why he keep clout chasing Canelo for? Y'all think that shit is cool? Why the fuck he won't fight Jamal Cello? His mandatory. He ducking him to fight Canelo. It's clout chasing.
Somebody Google the difference between Bernard and Triple G.
Correct, mute until you talk, or whoever that is outside.
No, look, the thing is, man.
That ain't me.
Look, Triple G had the regular belt. So some people don't want to count those defenses, you know what I'm saying, as because he didn't have the super. That's it. That's all it comes down to.
Man, listen, bro. I know he tied Bernard Hopkins and probably beat that record. I ain't going off of that because they done made these belts and they call these niggas champions. I used to argue with niggas.
Man, just admit when you wrong, LTV.
No, how the fuck am I wrong, nigga? When you can go look at the goddamn article, silly.
Admit when you wrong, you new era nigga.
Hold up, how the fuck am I wrong, silly ass nigga? How the fuck am I wrong, silly ass nigga?
Oh shit!
How the fuck am I wrong?
Hey, bro,
hold up. Let me ask you niggas this. Hold up. So, hold up. So niggas who ain't never fought for a belt, or niggas who ain't never even been in the ring or nothing, don't try to say a regular belt ain't nothing. When these niggas got the regular belt, hold up, fam. Hold up. These niggas got the regular belt as a world championship belt. How we feel about it. They got it as a world championship belt. And I'm looking at a fucking article right now, nigga.
Scrolling up his articles. You been listening.
I'm scrolling up my articles and shit. Hold up real quick, because this nigga right here. I'm looking at this article right here and shit. And this was in hold up real quick. It was in 2006. This was in it just say Gennady Golovkin relishes time Bernard Hopkins with 20th title defense. It won't let me go in it because
he had 20 title defenses.
So hold on, no, and look, Nick, he only been at middle. So what is this new era ass nigga into the fucking delete talking about? Who right and who wrong?
Oh shit! Hey man,
Hold up, Black.
So,
Who right?
hey, at the end of the
And no
day,
guys. And
it's,
no guys. Nobody want to
Black, who right, Black?
And no guys.
I mean, hey, what you said is valid, bro.
Technically, yeah, you're right. Technically,
Yeah,
you're right.
So
you're right.
hold up. So what you talking about, Jalik? You want to be smart? Like, bro, look, fam, look. If you good enough to stomp a nigga in the debate, that's what you could do. But don't throw yourself out there trying to be smart.
man.
Hold up, cuz.
And
To be
I
honest with you,
Hold up. But look, you said I was a new era nigga. You tried to make me look like I was dumb, fam. Like I
Yeah,
didn't know
no,
what the
no,
fuck I
no,
was
ain't no
talking
guys,
about.
man.
but
Fight
Jalik, you said why would Triple G spend all that energy chasing after Canelo?
Exactly.
But
Why? They
but
fucked
but
twice, my nigga.
I'm getting to that, Jalik.
All right, go ahead.
Aren't you the one who's about unifications? Wasn't that not an undisputed match at one time?
Jamel Charlo, nothing.
Like
Wasn't
what is your definition of clout chasing? Because it seems like when some dudes do it, it's
Yeah, like
building their profile. When other dudes do it, it's clout chasing.
Jalik won't say
Like,
Wilder was clout chasing off of Anthony Joshua's name, no, right?
wow.
Nah, he
yeah,
won't.
because here's the thing. My definition of clout chasing, let me tell you right now, is when somebody continuously calls out a big name with no intention of fighting them.
Nah, that's
Mm.
not.
Hey,
It's
Jalik,
level to the cloud chasing.
hey,
It's
Jalik,
level.
real
Yeah.
quick, Jalik, in the chat, they said you're on the wrong side of the street. Damn, bro.
So Triple G, he fucked the nigga twice. He's supposed to be this big guy with Mexican style and all this power. He couldn't. He had.
Hold up, Jalik.
Why the fuck you want to
I
keep
went
fighting?
through with you, nigga.
Build your name up elsewhere, man.
I
Nigga.
went
Why
through
would he
with
want
you
to
want to
fight
talk
the
boxing
cash
now.
cow
Boo-boo.
boxing?
Oh, hold
Fight
up, Jalik. You want
Boo-boo
to talk boxing now?
and
You
fight
don't want to talk. You don't want to
Jamal
talk how
Charlo.
stupid you just made yourself look, though, huh?
Wait, why would he want to fight the cash cow of boxing? Are you serious,
You
Jalik?
can't make your career off of one nigga. God damn, what's wrong with that? You had two chances. Why can't he fight somebody else? Like, I don't understand y'all. Y'all want to keep y'all some rematch niggas. I get it.
You love saying that shit, nigga.
I'm
You be getting your ass bodied.
I'm biased. And you said you don't even like Triple G. You know that's clout chasing. He always bringing up Canelo name. Canelo told the dude, if you don't have a belt, we not fighting. If you don't have a belt, we not fighting. He got to have a belt.
And that last belt's with Boo Boo.
Right now, 164. Build his own name up.
He
Man.
need a belt. Yet you want Jamel to fight Hurd. Huh? Oh well, Hurd don't even got a belt either. So yeah.
Nope, the last belt's doo-doo.
Jalik,
that's the mandatory for WBC. They ordered that shit, but Triple G is ducking. Instead, he's clout chasing to fight Canelo, ducking.
Jalik, shut the hell up. Nigga, we can't even take you serious.
How is that?
Shut the hell up.
Everybody know that. Ain't that clout shit? Come on,
Bro,
man.
no, we can't take you serious, nigga.
Nah, bro. I mean, wanting to fight the top dog, you said that's clout chasing. I mean, what?
He already brought him though. What I'm trying to explain to you, you got to build up your own name.
Bro, Jalik, how a nigga who broke? Hold up, Jalik. Hold up. This all went back to me saying this. How a nigga who broke the middleweight entitled defenses, nigga, clout chasing, Dumbo.
You trying to slay, but no Hopkins got that record. He didn't break it.
Bro, listen to me, fam.
Stop with that. Listen, stop with that.
Stop saying that. Bro, you ain't even looked this shit up yet. You know, you just talking, bro. You just talking, bro.
IOTBA.
No, you just talking, bro.
Truth.
No, don't do that. Don't use my quote when you telling our lies, fam. Please don't do that. Matter of fact, don't say my quote no more. Only niggas worthy can say my quote. Because you tried to make me look like I was crazy, cuz.
It's not there, man. He didn't break the record.
Man, what the fuck did he do then? Say, bro, have anybody else looked this up yet?
He didn't break it. Everybody know that.
I'm gonna take your word for it.
Jalik uses the things from the.
I don't understand what y'all want to see y'all don't want to see unifications and the best fighting the best. Y'all want to.
Hey, hold up, listen,
that's what I'm saying, man.
Listen to me. Hold up, Jalik. Let me ask you this: you think Boo Boo deserve a fight more than Triple G?
Yes.
No, nigga, that's because you don't like Triple G personally, nigga. Because any smart nigga tell you.
Triple G that don't have a belt.
Hold up.
Okay.
Any smart nigga tell you, fam, Triple G deserve that fight more than Boo Boo, nigga.
Oh my gosh. Come on, man. Yo,
what you mean? Oh, no, nigga, my name Correa IOTBA, nigga, not oh my gosh.
Yeah, Jalik, Jaleel be contradicting himself, man. This dude be like, I want unification, but just not the Gary Russell versus Leo Sanders.
Exactly.
It's not that one.
Or why Wilder was justified turning down $120 million for 2 fights with AJ.
Jaleel, man, you got to keep the same energy, fam.
I am keeping the same energy. Okay, Black. Gary Russell is being ducked. Leo Santa Cruz ducked Rigondeaux. He don't want to fight that style. His dad probably don't want to fight. So what else you gonna do? You gonna keep calling nigga out? Now it's like you're desperate. Now it becomes like, okay, you got to move on and come on some other plans. That's how life is.
So is AJ cloud chasing?
A light nigga, right?
Is AJ cloud chasing, Julie? If AJ, are you there?
Nah, he ain't cloud chasing. Nah.
So if AJ keeps saying that he wants to fight Wilder, right?
Does he keep saying that out of his own mouth?
I mean, he said it many times. He want to fight Deontay Wilder.
He actually said in the interview yesterday that he wanted to fight Wilder, but it looks like he's gonna fight his leftovers in Brazil. He said that, not me. AJ said that.
So that if a champion wants to,
AJ don't clout chase.
And you want to justify Deontay Wilder turning down 100? How much is Deontay Wilder getting paid for this fight, Jaleel?
I'm not sure, man. I don't
okay,
have.
So Jaleel, hold up. So, all right, no, since you're not sure, let me ask you this, Jaleel. Since he turned down that $120 million, whether it was a 3-fight deal or a 4-fight deal. So if it's a 4-fight deal, that's like $30 million a piece for each fight in 4 fights. And if it's a 3-fight deal, then that's like $40 million a piece. So you telling me that this nigga gonna make 30 or 40 million this fight against Brazil?
Listen.
No, answer my fucking question. Yes or no?
Hell no.
I'm asking you a question, bro. Is he? This a question. Is he gonna make 30 or 40 million?
So it was a 4-fight deal. I think the fight with Brazil on the zone was gonna be for 20 million, right?
Yeah. I don't know. I'm asking.
He's supposed to be 20 million, right?
Jaleel, why you going around?
Okay, so if it's 20 million.
All right, never mind. Let me ask Black Horseman this question. No, never mind. No, never mind, because you always try to change the narrative of what we're talking about. Black Horseman. Black Horseman.
Yeah.
Do you know for sure if Wilder making 30 or 40 million?
He's not.
I know for sure he ain't gonna make that much. But
okay, so let me ask you, Black Horseman, was this smart of Wilder turning down 120 million to fight?
Fighting who though, Brazil?
Yeah.
Can I explain something to y'all? Okay, so say if he makes 15 million in his next fight, and then he fights AJ in the fall on pay-per-view back to back, he's gonna make more than 120 million.
Wait, on pay-per-view? On pay-per-view? Whoa, it's not on pay-per-view though. Because Shelly Finkel, hold on, Shelly Finkel said
coming up. Because you seem you more about like analytics. Like the little geeks and stuff do. Go off the analytics. Like if this pitcher throw this many pitches, this and that. Did you play sports or was you an analytic type of guy coming up?
Yo, bro, you fucked up, man. You gotta.
No, I'm asking you that for real because you keep talking about hypothetical. You talking about say if he make 15 million in his next fight, nigga, stop changing what we saying. Nigga, how much he making this fight? Answer the question. Was it smart or not smart for him to turn down 120 million? And if he did turn it down, shouldn't he be making 30 or 40 million for this fight?
No.
Showtime be matching?
Why would he make 30 or 40 in his next fight against
Deontay Wilder? Think he gonna sell $5 million?
His next fight against Brazil would have been for like 20 million, right? So if he make almost close to 20 million against Brazil now, or maybe 15,
what are you talking about?
He's not gonna make nowhere near 20 million. He's not gonna make 15. He might not make 10.
Yeah, what are you talking about?
Showtime already gave him a new deal, and Steven Espinosa already said, "Hey, y'all knew how much."
Okay, all right. And what's this? And what's this deal worth?
Yeah.
Anybody?
50 million.
Nobody knows.
Million.
That's what
Anybody?
I'm saying.
Mystery.
Anybody?
Look, mystery.
No. Wait. No. I'm serious. We're serious. We all laughing, but what's that deal worth?
50 million.
It's worth how much?
$100 million.
For Wilder?
Yeah, no guys. We don't know guys.
Hey, no guys, no money, no guys.
Hey,
No, guys,
Samuel Shaw. Samuel Shaw said
only one belt.
Samuel Shaw says Deontay thinks he can make 100 mil with AJ in one fight.
Exactly. So if you do
But
that, that's bigger than 120. You thinking
honestly,
what's your understand?
He's not gonna make 100 million.
Listen,
Yeah, he ain't gonna make that.
They're gonna make more than 100 million in that fight, but Wilder's not making 100 million in that fight.
No.
If it's 50-50, he don't have a promoter to pay.
50,
but he won't take 50-50.
Dude, it don't even matter if it's not 50-50 because all right, look.
Hearn said they probably would do 50-50. Y'all didn't see that? Y'all didn't see that?
Nigga, the keyword was probably, but just listen to this.
That's what Eddie Hearn said, dog. Come on, man.
Oh shit.
Do y'all actually think that this fight is on the magnitude of like how Floyd and Pacquiao?
No.
Because
absolutely not.
No.
That's why Deontay Wilder. I don't know what he's thinking.
Where's the 100 million
people around him are failing.
Worldwide. Say, hold up. Who said that? Who said people around him are failing Deontay Wilder?
Unbiased.
I did.
Unbiased. You boy say we need to give him a big old motherfucking hand clap for that. Not only are they failing him, they failing him miserably. Unbiased. Go ahead. I'm sorry.
Yeah, for real. Because why would you think that you can make $100 million in one fight? You are not on the magnitude of Floyd or Manny Pacquiao. Neither one of them.
That's how they acting.
And this the thing right here, fam. Look, you can't piss the public off like this. Like, I know we'll watch that fight still, but god damn, fam. Like, I ain't even worried about the fight. I'm worried about the financial shit. Because look, this the thing right here.
I'm not worried about the financial because it's there.
No. Hold up. This the thing right here though. Like, you know how if college coaches, just think Lower Mount Marion College, right? Just say that nigga shit, his team went on and made it to the Final Four. They made it to the Final Four. Okay, hold up. He made it to the Final Four. Okay, look. Then look. Just say a top school in Texas. Texas Longhorns coming after him.
That's
offer
different
him.
though. Texas is a big market.
No. Listen to me. They offer him a big contract, right? But and get this what he do though. His school in Lower Marion, they come back and they match the contract or give him bigger, and he chooses to stay at home. This my thing right here. We knew what the zone put out there for Deontay Wilder. For Deontay Wilder to turn that deal down, and we not see nothing written in stone by Showtime coming out saying we signed Deontay Wilder to this big deal, like a deal came out about Floyd. That is definitely failing Deontay Wilder, like Unbiased said.
Yeah.
It is, especially if he don't even know what he getting. It just, we'll come close or we'll match it. Ain't nothing signed.
Because look, when things go down like that, I wasn't trying to use the basketball analogy, but what I'm saying is when they get offered a big offer, they school come back and counter the offer to keep them there. And it's the same thing I think should have happened with Wilder. How could his handlers be that dumb to not have a deal in place and say, man, fuck these dudes. Bro, can't nobody come to me for $120 million and this other team tell me, take it in your own hand? We see niggas get hit and get turned into vegetables.
Exactly.
In boxing, you don't take shit into your own hand, fam.
I'm about betting on yourself. Okay.
Right. That's what I'm saying. You got a long list of fighters you're about to fight. You got Kavanagh, Ortiz too. All those guys could possibly beat you. You know what I'm saying? Before you get to AJ. So
my only my bad. Go ahead, Red. I'm sorry.
No, I'm good. Go ahead. It's unbiased.
No, my fault. Y'all niggas sound the same. My only thing is, are these contracts guaranteed money?
What, from the zone?
Yeah.
No, just guaranteed to whoever. Top rank, the zone.
Man, look, man.
Hey, Angel, go ahead, man. That's Angel's whole field right there.
Go ahead.
No, Angel know about that shit. Go ahead, Angel.
Was that what
break it down? Is the fighters' contracts, is the money guaranteed?
With the zone.
With the zone.
Yeah.
No, not just the zone, but the zone, top rank.
But with the zone though, because they the one who offered Wilder 120. So I want to know, because like I think the money guaranteed, but Angel, you the expert, is the money guaranteed?
I don't even think it's guaranteed with Canelo.
Canelo, man, come on, let me tell you something. Canelo is not gonna sign for 300. Man, bro, Canelo would have went to PBC.
No. I'm not saying that. I'm just saying with Canelo, it was different because isn't it like based on subscriptions he can bring, fights that he take? Like, isn't it on that basis?
Yeah, that's true though. But think about Deontay Wilder and Anthony Joshua.
No, Canelo gets a cut. Canelo gets a cut, right? But that 365 million, that is guaranteed.
And look, but look, think about, that's why I think Wilder's a big guarantee too. Because think about when Wilder and Joshua do fight, it is gonna make a lot of money, fam. So that's peanuts to compare to what it could possibly make. That 120. So I feel like that's guaranteed.
That's what I'm saying. Because and what about Tyson Fury? Is this shit guaranteed too?
It got to be, fam, because at the end of the day, he ain't finna take no big deal, and it ain't gonna get. Look, when rumors is out there, bro, and a lot of rumors is out there, 9 times out of 10, that shit is true. Motherfuckers were saying between 80 and 100 million. I heard that at a lot of outlets, fam. So even if it ain't 80 and 100 million, 60 to 75 million probably is close.
Okay, but this is why I asked for Tyson Fury, because he's saying he got 3 fights left that he says he wants to do, and one of them is fucking Tom Schwartz. So what the fuck is he getting for the watchmaker?
Man, shout out to Tyson Fury. He outboxed Wilder and got the bag, man. Shout out to that nigga, man.
But you know,
I'm not mad at that, but I'm just saying.
Now, black
but
I'm just saying, is his situation different, or is everybody's situation the same?
Wilder lost that fight, nigga.
But look, it's a more different Charles D, because at the end of the day, he just signed this big deal with Top Rank. So in this case with Tyson Fury, we have to understand. They don't just want to put him in there against no killer to showcase him right now. They want to put him in there to showcase.
I get that, but somewhere down the line you're gonna have to recoup that money, which means they're banking on a big fight.
No, you is, and they're gonna have to recruit that money, because at the end of the day, Wilder fight's still there. The public want to see that again.
For now,
I'm saying we want to see that again. Tyson Fury still undefeated. You know, hey, look, him and Anthony Joshua from the same country, fam. So that fight is gonna be massive.
And the key thing is that Tyson Fury is still the lineal champion.
And think about it.
Don't say that. Here go Jaleel. Here go Jaleel.
And look.
You know, but here's the thing.
Only diehards care. Casual they make their money off casual.
And look, and y'all ain't thinking about this too.
You ain't shit. You knew he was gonna say something.
And look, y'all got to think about this too. Y'all got to think about this too, because Usyk fight on ESPN now too. He just moved up to heavyweight, right?
There you go.
Usyk is out for at least.
Usyk is on.
There you go on that new era shit.
No. What I'm saying, then I know he hurt. I know he backed out the fight, but
he on the zone.
Huh?
Not ESPN, man.
Let me.
He on the zone. Well, okay. But that's a fight out there. That's what. Even if he on the zone, motherfucker, that's a fight out there.
Let me real quick. Let me kick Jaleel back in his ostrich.
What is he talking about? This whole
only diehards keep.
Hold on, one at a time. Go ahead, Angel. Go ahead.
Ostrich covered casket, Jaleel.
Hey, you getting some distortion,
Angel. The only reason ESPN gave
is that my shit?
100 million to Tyson Fury is because he's the lineal champion.
Yep. Nigga.
Jaleel thinks lineal don't count.
You better keep your shit on mute. And he outboxed Wilder.
The man who beat the man. This thing goes all the way back to the era of Jack Johnson.
It means something, and it means something for bragging rights, but not for money. Not for money.
Jaleel, you just signed off for over $100 million on the strength of lineal.
Everything
not
for money.
The strength of lineal, dog. It's the fact that he's good.
Okay, hold on. Real quick. Let me ask him. Hold on, let me ask him.
Let me mute myself, man, because Jaleel can't understand it.
Wilder picked the fight with Fury because he's the lineal champion. He would have if Wilder would have beat him, if Fury would have stayed down, Wilder would have been the lineal WBC heavyweight champion of the world.
Dum.
Yeah, and look, Jaleel,
they're understand about that.
New age ass nigga.
And Jaleel, they're promoting
the fucking man who beat the man.
Yeah. And they're promoting Fury's. Hold on, Jaleel.
Nigga, they're promoting Schwartz versus the lineal.
Exactly.
Of course, because it's fake. Y'all niggas know nobody.
How is it fake, man? We all telling you the same shit. Okay, so we all telling you the sky's blue. We lying? The shit's green?
Listen, my nigga. Okay, that's for diehards. Real niggas ain't going for casual.
Real
casual.
You mean
casual niggas don't want to watch? They don't. You make more for money from casual niggas. Diehard. Who gonna watch that Schwartz fight? You watching that shit? I'm not watching that. I never even heard of the nigga Swords.
When he getting bodied,
it's free.
Who the fuck this shit? It's not free. It's on ESPN Plus.
You never heard of Swords because you're a casual.
Nah, I'm not no casual. Listen, nobody cares about.
Nigga, you ain't no casual. Nigga, that's the stupidest shit you ever said in your life.
I am saying
Come
you're
on,
a casual.
Man, you was a casual, Jalik. You make yourself look like a
rematch
casual.
duck niggas. How you gonna promote ducking? He just ducked Wilder. Y'all.
How the fuck is he ducking Wilder,
Okay,
fam?
he ducked Wilder. We all know Fury ducked Wilder,
okay, hold
but
up.
he signed that big. He signed that big ass deal, and he's still campaigning as lineal.
Listen, but you know what?
Hey, one at a time, bro.
Hold up. Can I say this? Can I say this?
Go ahead, Craig. Go ahead.
Let me say this, because
my bad, Craig. I'm going on mute.
But let me say this, Jalik, because oh my God, bro, like, nigga, like, for real, fam, you is out of there. Look, how the fuck is we gonna say? Look, let me tell you this. I want to talk to Black, because I don't even want to talk to you, Jalik. I'm discussing about you, but Black, I'm talking to you because you got sense, and the other guys on the panel, I'm talking to y'all. I ain't talking to Jalik, but I'm talking about the nigga. How he gonna say Tyson Fury ducked Wilder when he just went over here and signed $100 million contract, fam?
But that's not true.
Hold up, fam. Shut the fuck up, Jalik. I'm not through. How the fuck you gonna open your silly ass mouth and say a nigga ducked the nigga because a nigga went and got the bag of all bags? I'm talking about 100 M's, nigga. That's a basketball contract. So you telling me you rather fight this nigga right now in your next fight than go sign this 100 M's? I'm asking you that question, nigga.
This nigga's elite, man.
So hold up, let me ask everybody else.
I'm gonna find the link. I'm gonna find the link in a second.
No. Yo, Black, play the cricket. Play the cricket.
Hold on, Jalik.
Aaron said it wasn't for 100 million, man.
Okay, how much was it?
Hold on.
I'm about to find the link.
All right, hold on. Let Angel
find the
read.
link and put yourself on mute real quick. Let me just slow it down for you. Okay? Now, check this out. Tyson got a 3-fight deal, $100 million, right? Now, he's not going to get a rematch, nor does the network want a rematch with Wilder yet, because they want Wilder and AJ right now, right? We all want Wilder and AJ. Agreed on the panel? Yes.
Except for Jalik, but yeah.
Yes. Except okay.
Agreed. So now I know where Angel going with it.
And now that's agreed, right? Now imagine, if you will, right, that the winner of AJ and Wilder, right?
It's Fury.
It's gonna have to fight Fury for the lineal championship, and that is gonna be a $500 million fight potentially.
But lineal means nothing.
Hold on.
Who is that?
That's Angel. He almost done.
Okay.
You know, because the winner of AJ and Wilder, whoever the winner is, that is the man who's gonna fight the lineal champion for
Angel.
potentially $500 million.
Talk that shit, Angel. Man, let Angel talk his shit, Jalik. You don't interrupt him. Talk your shit, Angel. Let Angel keep talking.
You're not up on the money shit like that, bro.
Can I say something?
No, let Angel keep talking.
Wait.
You gotta
I just got a question. I got a question for Jalik.
Hold on, real quick.
The reason why this is marinating, because all the networks agree that they want their viewerships. They will do a cross-promotional viewership to get a $500 million fight.
With Undisputed and Lineal.
DAZN doing it, or Showtime and DAZN doing it, or ESPN and DAZN doing it. They want a piece of the $500 million pie, potentially even more.
Casual ass, Jalik.
Think about that, because I had to break it down. I had to slow it down.
School that nigga, Angel.
Because
Angel,
these are
school
walls,
that new era ass
these are
nigga.
walls that have been put up. The wall of DAZN, the wall of ESPN, and the wall of Showtime and Fox. And
one thing I'm gonna say, Jalik, you will be a better man. Fucking with us.
Yeah, you learn something. What's your
You will be a better man. So you need to take all this shit in, casual ass nigga.
Y'all some super boxing nerd geek niggas.
Dude, how do you still not understand lineal means something?
It does mean something, but not for fucking
How?
Everybody don't give a
You're
fuck.
not understand. We just slowed it down for you and broke it down for you, and you still don't get.
First of all, read that article I put in there. Bob Arum already said it wasn't for 100 million, so let's get that right.
Okay, so what was it?
Eddie Hearn did. Okay. Jalik. Eddie Hearn also didn't think it was a big fight until he saw the interest in it. You still think it's not a big fight?
It is a big fight. They all need each other.
Oh,
But
okay, you're double talking.
Elenio has nothing to do with that. It would be a big fight without him being Elenio. Nobody gives a fuck that it's the lineal champ. Niggas care about the 4 bucks.
Oh
Bro,
my
don't say
God.
niggas don't give a fuck
So
about the lineal
So
champ.
nobody cared about Tyson Fury fighting Wilder for lineal and WBC. You mean that had nothing to do with marketing the fight?
Just fighting because Tyson
He's
Fury is
stupid,
a great
Charles D.
fighter.
Oh my
Tyson Fury is a
Jesus
great
Christ.
Charles D,
fighter.
he's stupid, Charles D.
Y'all niggas think that lineal shit means something because y'all super
Why
boxing.
don't it mean nothing though, bro?
Y'all
Hey,
super
this
boxing
bullshit
nerd
on
niggas.
purpose.
Listen,
Hey, y'all stop.
David, you
Yo,
are
Jalik.
any
Can I
denial.
say something real quick?
All right, go ahead, Angel. Go ahead.
Y'all see
And then
my
we're
picture
gonna let
with
Unbiased
Jalik
rip
right
after
here?
you. Go
Y'all see
ahead.
my picture with Jalik right here, right?
Yeah.
No, that's a picture of you with
With
Barrios.
Jalik.
Mario's.
No, that's no. Oh, y'all don't see it yet?
Where is it?
Nah, that's you and Barrios.
It's in a. Oh, okay. Well, I put it down, but anyway, remember when we took that picture, Jalik?
Yeah.
What was you doing before we took that picture?
I was talking to my friend, man.
You missed the whole fight, right?
Now I was watching it, but I was going back and forth. I know
But you missed 2 minutes. You missed
I
the
fuck
fight.
This
You
nigga has
missed
to
the
ask
fight
Angel
because
who
you're
won the fight.
casual.
Angel, I fuck with
Damn,
you.
why this nigga can't just answer questions? Nigga be
Angel, I fuck
asking
with
him.
you, but when it
Yeah,
comes to
double
the
talking
boxing
ass nigga. That's why.
Man,
Angel,
answer questions, cuz. God damn, you make this shit sound horrific. My nigga, answer his question.
But did you not miss the fight because you was talking to a girl because you're casual?
How am I casual? How am I casual? And how am I casual? I break the
Because nigga, you was busy looking at yams instead of looking at the fight.
Look, I watch the boxing. Y'all some super boxing nerds. Did you hear what Leonard Ellerby said? They
This
make
nigga,
this nigga
Jalik,
Jalik,
everybody out here know you an analytic ass nigga.
Y'all some
we all know you an
super
analytic
nerds,
ass nigga.
I have to show you.
Everybody on here know you. Oh, go ahead, Unbiased.
Where your glasses at, ILTBA? You a super boxing nerd and don't even
Nigga,
know
you
how many.
man, bro. Listen, bro, nigga.
ILTBA,
Look,
you don't
cuz.
even know how many
Let me say something to you real quick, cause I want to let my boy Unbiased spit. Like Black just said, nigga, you ain't hear him say let Unbiased next. So let me say this with you, nigga. You don't got one mustard seed in you, nigga, that you could fuck with me, nigga, on my worstest of worstest days, fam. Not a mustard seed. You wouldn't have a chance against. Nigga, I make niggas like you look like garbage, nigga. Stop playing.
Who Usyk signed to, ILTBA?
Who is who signed to?
Usyk. Who he signed to?
Bro, I don't give a fuck about who he signed. Let me tell you something. See, look, hold up, y'all. Look. That's how Jalik get his enjoyment. Look, damn, Jalik, that's how you feel good about yourself. Hold up, Jalik, that make you feel good. I wasn't even bringing my argument about that. I was just saying Usyk was another guy who Tyson Fury could fight, motherfucker. Just because I said he fought on ESPN, that don't mean shit. Nigga could get the wrong goddamn company wrong. I was just putting it out there. That's another fight that Tyson Fury could have that'll be big, dummy.
And that's another fight that's big for AJ also.
ILCBA, when you step into the arena with me, you gotta have your motherfucking facts
straight. Step into the ring. You the same nigga who said Triple G. You the same nigga. Who just said you the same nigga who just said Triple G didn't have the title defenses like I said. And then you tried to make me look like a fool. Hold up, cuz. Hold up. But then you say step in the ring with you, nigga. Jalik, nigga, you went tongue-tied when I was just drilling your ass earlier. Boy, stop playing. Nigga, it ain't no, let me tell you, that's the difference between me and you, fam. Like when I'm going at the nigga and the nigga don't know what the fuck he talking about, nigga, it ain't gonna never be no time in a debate where you gonna hear me get tongue-tied. Because everything I wanna say is gonna come out. Because I do this. See, you the analytic nigga who look at the numbers and try to go around everything and do shit. That ain't the way boxing go, nigga. What they say about reality, Jalik, it's a motherfucker, nigga. Now deal with the reality we in, than this fancy ass fantasy world that you living in, nigga.
Double talking ass, nigga. All right, Unbiased. What's up, bro? Came back to us, man.
Why she gonna say something about Shelly Fink going wild?
Nah, man. I was just listening to you guys body Jalik real quick. I'm gonna just wave the white flag for Jalik, man. It's getting bad. It's getting scary out here, man.
But think about it, Jalik. Keep going, like, bro.
Yeah, he keep digging his.
Hold up, that nigga got heart.
A regular grade.
No, Jalik got heart, and that's
about
what
like 9 feet tall.
That nigga got heart. Look, cuz got heart. Cuz got heart, and that's one thing we can't question about him. The nigga do got heart.
Yeah, he do, bro.
Nah, I fuck with Jalik.
Yeah, Jalik the homie, man.
But it's like you hit this nigga with facts and he wants to double back.
Know what it is? Y'all only see things from one perspective. I see in 3D. I see in 3D.
Nigga, we told you 3 or 4 different perspectives. How we looking at it from one?
Hold up, this the same nigga while a fight was going on was talking to a girl, but you look at things from perspective. Shut the fuck up.
Jalik, you are clear casual if you don't think that the lineal mean anything. You saying that nigga, y'all niggas.
I'm not saying it doesn't mean nothing at all, but for the
lineal means you beat the man who beat the man.
That lineal shit don't mean something.
The debate was all the way over.
Fury, AJ, and Water all they need each other to make their biggest payday. Water gonna knock all them niggas out. The fight gonna happen next, and y'all niggas is gonna be like, yeah, Jalik, you know what he's talking about. I just put the link in there. They gonna fight next. Bob Arum and Tyson Fury is not no $100 million deal. Y'all just be spitting facts on here trying to.
They said in the chat. Hey, Champ said in the chat, Jalik solid. He the Emmanuel Augustus of the UGC. Augustus.
LeBron James.
Oh, bro, say shout out to Champ Russ. Yeah, I'm gonna start calling that nigga Emmanuel Augustus. Oh my God.
Yeah.
New era answer. He the new era Emmanuel Augustus.
Hey, y'all agree with this? Mike Coppinger just said the winner of Mikey Garcia versus Danny Garcia is the biggest star in the division.
Man, come on, man. He trying to get paid. Yeah,
No.
I don't even want that. Fuck no.
How? Wait, I mean, Arrow beat Mikey. Then we know Danny's been beat by Sean and Keith. I mean, you just going on Herrera. Right, and Herrera. And Lamont, arguably. So if we just going on popularity, man, I mean, I guess because you see how they do? PBC is like they gonna put that shit on pay-per-view. These niggas are not neither of these niggas are champions. Mikey vacated this shit.
I can see why Spencer's tight, man. Because to be honest, man, that like Mike Coppinger saying something like that don't really make sense to me. Because like you just pointed out, both of them have lost, especially Mikey Garcia. How could
Mikey's coming off a loss?
Exactly.
Fresh off a loss, nigga.
He's only fought at that division.
And it wasn't a competitive loss, it was a fucking shutout.
Hey, whatever happened to this exhibition he's supposed to do with Morales?
He's doing that next.
Oh, okay. I'm like,
they need to just donate whatever money they got, get that out the way, get Mikey in the ring.
Yeah, man. This Mikey gonna get stretched.
They got the bread. There's no need for an exhibition.
He needs some tune-ups. You know what I'm saying? Man, fuck that. But Earl should fight Bud.
Yeah, but okay. Nice. All right. Bro, who Mikey's supposed to tune up against at 147?
I have to see on that one.
Granados or something coming off a loss to Danny.
Nah, not Granados, because Ugas, that's a tough fight. Ugas will probably beat him.
They're not putting him in there with that shit.
I know, that's what I'm saying. And Sergio Lipinez rematch, that'd be dangerous because Sergio Lipinez look, he looked decent against
Lipinez will get Garcia out of there.
Mikey will whoop Sergio Lipinez ass again.
He already whooped him, but yeah, that's
but I think it's different at one
rematch would be different though. You know what I'm saying?
But why would it be different when it was a smaller weight? And did Mikey knock him out or finish him?
But
he did knock him down though. He did knock him down.
At 147, I think it'd be different. Yo, he looked good at 147, in my opinion.
He did. But who was his opponent? Lamont Peterson, a guy who last fight was against Earl Spence in January 2017 or
18.
But what does that say about competition?
No, it don't say nothing about competition. That was just Al.
What?
That's
Why not?
No. That's one thing Al do. He always give his guys opportunities to make money. That's why I'm gonna get this motherfucker credit from.
He do.
Okay, if you want to give you a guy an opportunity to make money, you don't stick him in there with no fucking Peterson. Peterson looked way better than Mikey Garcia did.
Lamont Peterson?
Lamont got stretched.
Did you see Lamont's last fight?
No. That's what I'm saying. I'm talking about the comparison of the fights.
Oh, which fight? I missed it.
All right.
Charles D. double talking.
I'm not double talking. No, Jalik. I'm not you. I'm talking about the comparisons of the fights. Peterson's last fight was Spence.
No, Lamont.
Lipinez.
I mean Lipinez, yeah.
Yeah, Lipinez. And Garcia's last fight was Spence. At least Peterson put up a fight
He got
against
stopped.
Spence.
He got stopped, right?
He got stopped.
He got stopped, but he was more competitive than fucking Mikey Garcia was.
But you got to understand, Peterson was also a natural
coming up from
welterweight
140.
Too. He was a natural welterweight too, though, fam.
He gave away his 140 and went up to 147 to fight him.
No, he didn't.
Yeah, he did to fight Spence.
Yeah, he did. He did. Well, no, he had the regular WBA at 147.
Yeah, he just beat Avanesian or something. He was already
at 147.
Yeah, but I'm saying his circumstances was different than Mikey Garcia's.
Nah, but what I'm saying, yeah, of course, in my opinion, they was because he was a veteran.
And who was more competitive in that fight, Garcia or Peterson?
No. I said I'm gonna tell you the reason why.
I would still take Mikey performance. The way the circuit. Nigga, hey, let me go the distance, nigga, like Mikey did. That nigga Lamont got retired, nigga.
Yeah, but at least Peterson went out on his shield. That nigga, he fought the wrong game plan, completely wrong game plan.
But bro, let me ask
but
you
he
this.
fought.
Nobody expected Sergey to do that to him like that.
Look, thinking about
at all. But nobody also expected Mikey to get whitewashed by motherfucking Errol Spence.
What are you talking about? I expected that to get stopped.
No. We all had the way in our mind. We all had a way how the fight would play out. But the way that shit played out, it was like, yo, this nigga didn't do shit.
Thinking about it, bro, Mikey looked better.
How?
Like, bro, if you go back and look at that Lamont Peterson fight, bro, I don't think this nigga landed like really.
Yeah.
He landed more punches than Garcia.
Did he?
He was more competitive than Garcia.
He got landed on more than Mikey landed.
I don't know.
Who was more okay? Who was more competitive in that fight, Garcia or Peterson?
Lamont's face.
I think Garcia was.
Nigga, they both took a beating in the face.
I know, but Garcia was because Garcia was able to survive.
Hey, Mikey's beating he was still able to stay on his feet. I tell you that. You know what I'm saying?
Yeah, Lamont got.
Yeah, but Mikey wasn't standing in front of Spence.
Lamont got.
I said just before I made that comment, I said Peterson fought the wrong fight.
He got the salami beat out his ass, nigga. For
real. He got everything beat out of him. The beans, the collard greens, all that shit, nigga. That shit came out.
Hey, but Mikey
and the towel on some PD Pablo shit, nigga. Wave that shit like a helicopter.
It was like, you know how they say on the video games, and nigga just be hitting all the buttons and you get fucked up. Like, yeah, they did all the buttons on that nigga, bro. So I gave decent breaks off that nigga, bro. Bad,
and Peterson still had his wits about him after the fight was over. Like, yo, the coach was like, yo, I'm stopping. He's like, hey, whatever you want to do, coach. He couldn't lie about it. The nigga couldn't see shit. He couldn't see a left coming, a right coming. This nigga's eyes was puffy.
The nigga was slurring and shit. I was like, yeah, it's over, fam.
Hey, but
this nigga had the John Stockton shorts on, like he was in 1980 and shit. Shit wasn't a good look.
For a tune-up, though, Mikey should fight Eric Boone.
Who?
Eric Boone, the dude that Lipinets fought when he first got to welterweight.
Oh.
Oh man, they both look like fucking superstars.
All I know is Lipinets' first fight at welterweight. He looked garbage. But
he looked straight in his last performance.
Yeah. So the question for y'all is, what Gary Russell gonna do to build up his name, y'all?
Oh shit!
What is he gonna do?
Anybody else got an extra pair of sneakers to step on him?
What is he gonna do?
Jalik,
he does this shit on purpose, bro.
He does, man.
Yeah, Jalik wants somebody to jump on him like they got a tantrum. You want 2 more feet?
That's why I said
Jalik. He like, ain't nobody kicking me. Come back here. Somebody kick me out.
I just want to know y'all opinions. If y'all real
I didn't lose. Somebody stepped on me with gum soles. Now he wants some hard. He wants some hard soles.
Nah, if y'all real boxing people, y'all should know a way to create a solution for Gary Russell's problem. How would you help him out? Like,
but Jalik, everybody knows Gary Russell. Like, I mean, to put it in, like, for real, everybody knows who Gary Russell Jr. is. His profile's already built, bro. That's what you're not understanding. People know Gary Russell Jr. because of Lomachenko.
So that's it. He shouldn't do nothing else to increase his profile.
He's calling out all of the champions.
He's calling out all the champions. They don't
calling out Tank Davis.
Okay, they don't want to fight him.
Samuel said Jilly got ADHD.
He must.
Yo, Jalik is Count Blackula, man. He comes back from the dead every time.
For real.
He get bodied him in the
I'm surprised he didn't pop up in the chat and then pop back up on the goddamn panel.
Nigga Jalik, like, man, the swelling going down. I need somebody to come over here. Kick my shit in again, bro.
Because what's gonna happen if Gary Russell listen to y'all, he gonna think that it's cool to keep saying nobody want to fight you. He's basically speaking his existence. He's
nobody.
We
just explained this with you.
Can I say something? Can I please say something?
Jalik, man, do you know the saying a hard head make a soft ass?
Listen, can I say something though? Earlier today we was talking about how you have affirmations, right? You keep speaking shit over and over and over again. If you keep speaking every day into existence that nobody wants to fight you, and you don't continue to build your own profile up and not clout chase another nigga name and build your own clout up,
that's how it works. You guys already bodied Jalik. Let me
affirmations.
Wait, let me put Jalik in a different casket.
All right, Andrew, kick him with a fresh pair of sneakers.
Yeah,
all right.
this nigga.
Jalik, this is where I'm gonna body you. Okay. Now I hear what you're saying about Gary. You're saying that he needs to stop clout chasing and build a profile and stop saying nobody wants to fight him, right? Don't be a boogeyman, essentially. That's what you're trying to say. But you're the same person that has said countlessly that Luis Ortiz for you was number one at heavyweight because of the fact that nobody wanted to fight him. So explain that to me.
Wow.
Crickets.
Yo, you gotta dumb bias. Before I battle you, you gotta build the thing up, man. I can't battle you no more. You gotta
He was right, it's a whole new casket that nigga.
You gotta put the name back up.
Here's a whole new bed for you.
He always go to Shelly Finkel and bring up
double talking
Jalik got
Jalik, you always go to the business.
Jalik got a Louis Vuitton body bag, man. That shit is tight.
Jalik just got kicked with a fresh pair of kicks.
Nigga, that shit is on his feet.
Actually, I was trying to let you make it, man. I was trying to let you make it too, man.
Nigga said the Ferragamos, you got kicked with the Suge Knights.
He got stomped on with the soccer cleats, nigga. He done.
Speak it, believe it, receive it, man.
They got kicked.
Nobody want to fight me. Nobody want to fight me, and then now he creates an illusion.
Nobody wants to fight you because you keep getting passed around, man. You getting stolen.
I'm talking about Gary Russell. Gotta have some accountability factor. That's all. I'm on accountability.
Okay, all right, Jalik. Can I ask a question?
Yeah,
a simple one. Since no one's asking you, since you think no one's asking you.
Go ahead.
And Gary Russell is not promoting himself correctly.
I'm sorry.
What is he supposed to do if Leo Santa Cruz keeps ducking him? Don't answer that one yet. No, I'm not done.
Okay, go ahead.
He's going up to 130. That's what Santa Cruz is saying, right? So Gary Russell is willing to do that. What are they going to do once Gary Russell comes to 130? Please explain in detail, please.
Gary Russell has to continue to build up charisma, build up his own name.
Wow, with the fucking charisma shit, man.
Build up his own name, build up his own lane, and have people talking about him. It's possible to do it.
Floyd, nigga, they talking about him now with Tank.
Listen, did you watch
Santa Cruz? Hey, Jalik, does Santa Cruz have more charisma than Gary Russell?
Please tell me.
No, he doesn't.
Y'all trying
to? I'm just curious because I really don't know. Does he have more charisma?
Did you watch Floyd when he was barely selling tickets?
Why are you double talking, bro? I'm asking you a question. Does Leo have more charisma than Gary?
He has a Mexican following, so it's different. Everybody's personality, everybody's journey is different. You agree with that, Black, right? Everybody's situation is different. Vladimir Klitschko personality is dry as fuck, but he comes from overseas and they supported him, and he had leverage because he had all the belts. So that's a totally different situation.
Because Gary is black.
Individual situations, he has to.
So what do you suggest, Jalik?
Because Gary is black, he don't get the support, so he needs to have the.
So please don't ask him what else he has to do, because if I hear charisma again or some shit that got nothing to do with that,
I gotta charge niggas for this free consultation. I can't be giving up this shit. Wow. This shit worth money, man. I'm trying to explain to y'all, man. This consultation worth money, man. But like I said, speak it, believe it, receive it. If he keeps saying that nobody wants to fight him, he better listen. If he keeps saying nobody wants to fight him, guess what? Nobody's gonna want to fight him. He has to change his fucking affirmations.
How's he changing it? I'm gonna move up to 130.
Okay.
And then what they gonna do at 130?
Doing that. That's it. But stop mentioning Lil Santa Cruz. He don't want to fight you. Keep doing it, and then do other shit. Get out your comfort zone. Do interviews. The nigga asked him about who's the fastest between his brother, and he got like offended. I'm like, what?
Hey, Boxing Monster put the definition of charisma. It says compelling attractiveness or charm that can inspire devotion in others. So
exactly. That generates money. That generates money in any business. If you're in sales,
so Tank Davis does that.
Any business, man.
Does Gervonta Tank Davis have charisma?
Knocking phones out of fans' hands.
Mike Tyson aura is, Tank Davis aura is similar to Mike Tyson. You know what I'm saying? He got like the Mike Tyson effect. You know what I'm saying? But
what?
I fuck with y'all, man. But y'all only see things from one perspective. You know what I mean? I'm trying to school y'all to the game. You know what I'm saying? To the game of life, but y'all not trying to listen. Y'all see.
Shit,
shout out to Gary Russell though. I fuck with Gary Russell. I like Gary Russell.
Shout out to Delaware. Shout out to Delaware. I like Delaware, but Jalik, man.
Man, Jalik want Gary Russell Jr. to come out in some cowboy boots and a Rey Mysterio mask.
You don't gotta sell your soul to develop charisma and build up your profile, but you do gotta get out your comfort zone. That's just his personality, and nobody is gonna say that because nobody is probably aware of that. So you can't fault him. But if I was his consultant, we would dig deep into this shit. It's a mental world. It's not a physical world. You gotta see things from a mental level. Once you start to see it, let me stop, man. Shout out to y'all, man. I can't be giving out this free consultation work like this.
Wow.
Yeah.
I mean, I wouldn't pay for this shit anyway.
I'm just saying. How about I barter with you? I give you real facts and knowledge. You could just say whatever you want to say.
Yo, Samuel Shaw. Yeah. Read Samuel Shaw. Samuel Shaw is tripping in the chat.
Samuel Shaw, what do you say? He said you need to start back smoking weed because your thoughts are moving too fast for your brain.
That's what I'm saying, yo. Jalik ate some mushrooms while you was hiking earlier.
Stall him out, man. Stall him out. I think you've been kicked out worse.
Yo, funny, man. I'm surprised you don't see it like that. Y'all just, I guess Gary Russell can just blame his whole career off somebody else. I don't agree with that.
Anything to not put the pressure on accountability. That's what I say, bro. Anything.
I already said that. We already know Al Haymon needs to do certain things, but at the same time, Al Haymon has put on some good fights, though. I mean, he did unify just last weekend. That's for what? 2 belts?
Yeah, but
some good fights don't equate. Listen, Jalik, some good fights don't equate to the most important fights.
And it's only for certain fighters.
Case, what is Bob Arum doing? What is Bob Arum doing?
The fights actually matter. We're not talking about Bob Arum.
Okay,
we're talking about PBC.
That's what I'm saying, though.
We're talking about the subject matter.
But Jalik,
the subject matter at hand.
How about? I understand, like Hurd, but we know that Hurd is not his biggest fighter. That's why I feel like he has certain favoritism, and is he protecting certain ones because his biggest fighters are not getting these unifications. They're not unifying.
Yeah, exactly.
Porter fighting Earl next. Porter fighting Earl next.
Oh, for real?
PBC,
Everybody know that.
Bob Arum.
Porter said it.
Don't bring
What's the date?
The zone. We're talking about PBC,
I don't know the date.
Pimping boxing casuals like you.
Mm-hmm. Yes, sir.
Everybody know he fighting
Pretend Boss Club. We're talking about PBC.
Everybody know he fighting Porter next. Porter said it. Earl said it, but I guess they just behind the scenes negotiating when the fight is going to be made.
I hear you, but
I get tired of this shit too. I hate.
So, Jalik, do you want to see that Porter and Errol on pay-per-view?
Fuck no.
Yeah, but Jalik, you don't think Porter
and Spence? Do they have to build charisma, both of them?
No. Yo,
but Porter and Spence.
But you want to see Danny and Mike on pay-per-view?
Yeah, I ain't watching that fucking fight.
Danny against Mike. The charisma shit up. What do they need to do in their charisma to make it a pay-per-view fight, Jalik?
That's true. That's true.
It's not a pay-per-view fight. You can't do it. It takes time.
Now you double talk.
Hey guys, do y'all ever been on the farm? Have you ever been on the farm? How long does it take? You can't just put the seed in the ground and boom, and just you have some strawberries. That shit takes time. That's all I'm just.
You don't need to be on the farm to plant something. But go ahead, bro.
Or this period, anything that you produce, it takes time. It just doesn't happen overnight. So you gotta do it.
I hear you, but Jalik, Gary Russell Jr. has been a champ since 2015. He didn't get a chance to unify.
Right.
That's not.
Back
I mean that plant's been seeded and planted and
right.
It's been
so
growing.
That's more his fault because
That's his fault. That's his fault.
Back in 2014, he was understanding his personality generates money. See, it's hard for niggas. It's easy to go into.
So let me just say this. So you think he's being ducked because his personality is not good enough to attract and be a bigger draw or something
exactly.
Like that?
That's what I'm saying.
So that's what I'm saying. Rio Santa Cruz and Abner Mares and all these guys have ducked him.
If it was a pay-per-view nigga, they would have been rushing to fight him, just like Arrow now. People realize
even though historically blacks versus Mexicans do some big fights.
What I'm trying to say, if he was doing work on himself and developing, he would be in a different situation. But if you don't have people around you, and then you don't look at yourself in the mirror and you look at things outside of yourself as the reason why you're not being successful, then you just blame Leo Santa Cruz. Just go ahead and keep blaming him. I mean, like I say, man, I like Gary Russell Jr., but I'm just seeing it from a development perspective. He has to develop certain things, just like in basketball. Every sport, you got to develop your personality too. It's not you can work on your jab, your defense, but you also got to work on your interview skills. You got to know how to answer the questions. Why the fuck he get upset because they asked him, "Oh, who's the fastest amongst his brothers?" Why did he get angry about that?
I got one more question for you. So, like, you know, I know you're saying that Triple G is doing his cloud chasing now, but did he have charisma? Triple G, when he was getting big fights, he even got 2 fights with Canelo Alvarez. Canelo fought him. So was it because of his charisma or what?
I'm done. I'm done, man. With that,
you are, bro. You are.
Because y'all just trying to do everything. Listen,
because
Triple G.
That doesn't apply to everything, man. Like that's not.
It doesn't apply, but in this situation, it does. Triple G was active, wasn't he? Real Russell Jr. is not hardly fighting. Triple G was in the public's eye, knocking people out. He had a following behind him, Mexican style. So it was a totally different situation. So everybody's journey is unique. So you can't apply the same exact things, but it's certain qualities that allow you to make the best of yourself. Everybody's journey in life is different. Shout out to the UGC. Shout out to Charles D. Angel and Unbiased. But when it comes to this boxing shit, none of y'all niggas can fuck with me. I'm telling y'all.
Man, you funny, bro.
You're right. We can't fuck with the cowboy boots, but we can jump on your ass with 2 feet. You getting passed around on some Dennis the Menace shit, nigga. We having tantrums on your face because none of this shit is making goddamn sense.
Because if that's the way, then all they just gonna keep repeating the same thing. It's Al Haymon fault. It's Al Haymon fault. But when is Gary Russell gonna take the responsibility in his own hand?
Okay,
go to the zone. Fight Tevin Farmer.
What does the
Farmer?
Okay.
Now, so he needs to jump across the street. But like I said, you had the same energy with Arrow or you know what I mean. So it's okay.
Arrow should fight Bud right now. I want to see him fight Bud. I don't even want to see.
I wanted to make a point.
I'll watch it, but I really don't even want to see that fight. Proder lost his last fight. I mean, come on, man.
You don't want to see what fight?
I want to see Earl versus Bud. I hate that marinating shit. I want to see it right now. Porter lost to Ugas his last fight, but we know, and I predicted niggas thought I was being paranoid. I knew it was gonna happen. Ugas gonna whoop his ass. They gonna give it to Porter, and they gonna make the Earl spot. I seen it a mile away, but
yeah. Well, it was a good show, man. Good show. Shout out to LTBA Boxing Talk, Unbiased, Red Glove, Angel Santos, Charles D, and the casualest nigga ever, Jalik, the leader.
Nah, you called him Amber?
Huh?
I said you called him Amber.
Hey, Black, make sure you read that article too, because Wilder gonna fight. They said just read that article I put on there also about top ranking this $100. Yeah, no, I put it in the Hangouts too, but I just put it in the chat. That motherfucking deal with Tyson Fury wasn't for no 100 million, but y'all just saying that. You know what I mean?
When did you put it in the chat?
I got it.
What?
As far as actually, Mayman put it on his thing. It wasn't for no 100 million.
Okay, that's why I asked you. Since you know, how much was it for?
I don't know exactly. Wasn't no 100 million.
Just like you don't know what they make on the PBC and shit. This mysterious shit.
But y'all can't just say it was 100 million and run with that and allow the ducking. It's like you promoting ducking now, Black. What's up?
Wait. Rewind it back. Rewind it back. You can't say what was $100 million in ducking.
Tyson Fury. Everybody was saying it's 100 million, but Bob Arum came out of his mouth.
I'm promoting ducking. So let me ask you a question.
Okay, nigga, the shit was broadcasted on ESPN. He signed for 110 or 120 million. 5-fight deal.
I seen the interview. Bob Arum came out of his own mouth and said it wasn't for 100 million. He said it, man.
So
okay, so what's the fight worth? What's his deal worth?
And by the way, I like Tyson Fury, but
okay, wait, we understand you like it, but what was the deal? Since you've seen it on ESPN, can you give us the actual
link in there? Bob Arum said it. I'm gonna put it in there again.
Nigga, can you tell us why you would have to put the link in there? Tell us.
You don't know. But Jalik, real quick, man.
Yeah.
So you saying I'm promoting ducking. So when Tyson Fury fought Deontay Wilder, who'd you have winning that fight?
Who I had winning that fight? I had either draw or I had Tyson Fury winning.
Okay.
Yeah, I had Tyson Fury winning. Or I can see a draw if he
right. So all I said was he outboxed Deontay Wilder and got the bag. That's what I said. Okay. So yes, you could say Tyson Fury's ducking him because he didn't fight him right away in a rematch, right? So, and remember, according to you, you said that, you know, we read these rematch niggas, right? we rematch niggas.
Rematch, yep.
So now you're critiquing that and saying that, oh, well, you know, he should have just did the rematch, and you could critique it for the ducking instead of undisputed. Whereas you said you want to see unifications, right? Deontay Wilder is ducking a unification. That's a real duck. Okay, that's a real duck right there.
How's he ducking? He's posturing in the media. I just put the thing up. He said,
so then what was okay.
I put the link up. I just put it up. Joshua,
what is
Wilder? Real quick, Wilder is positive, but Fury is ducking.
I was just about to ask you, and how is Fury doing what?
Come on, bro.
Let me put this in the thing because they had a fight in place. They got a fight signed. It was ready to be signed. Then Bob Arum and them come away and caused the bullshit to be ducked. That's totally different, man.
With Bob Arum, okay.
But how?
Just to get you in. But we gonna it's enough, bro. It's enough.
I appreciate
seriously, how, Julie?
Nah, man. I'm a man. Listen, man. Y'all my homies. I'm trying to go.
We homies too, nigga. I'm gonna step on you with soft show with the gum soles, man. But
y'all just gotta look between the lines. I think a lot of times y'all just see things one way and think that's just the end all be all. Shout out to you.
We all agree and disagree on certain shit, but a fact.
You're a PBC protector.
I appreciate y'all having me on. I really do. I mean, I love kicking it with y'all, man. We agree to disagree. Huh?
This is your second home, man. You know.
I appreciate y'all having me. We agree to disagree, but y'all gonna see. Y'all gonna be like, yup, he knew what he was talking about. Watch. Y'all gonna see.
Right.
Nigga, we still trying to figure out what you're talking about.
Yeah, man. So we're going down. It was a good show, man. It was a good debate. Jalik, as usual, you know, you got the usual, you know, the usual put on a set type of beat down. But anyhow, man, shout out to everybody in UGC, man. I apologize. We couldn't really get to the comments, man, as much. John LeJune says, hey brother, even though I looked up UGC boxing more than any other channel, yours didn't show up. I don't know what he meant. Champ Ross says PBC could put on better fights. Their matchmaking and cards speak for themselves. PBC doing the same thing as Top Rank and all these other promoters. Boxing Monster says my grandma grew marijuana in her backyard. Chubb Ali says Wilder was a baby after 33 fight. He wasn't ready for Floyd Wilder career moving as slow as a snail. So we're gonna definitely continue tomorrow, man. You know, tomorrow, speaking of Wilder, the fight is tomorrow. So, you know, let's be ready for that.
I will be in the building.
Charles D, UGC is in the building, man. So we're gonna be getting exclusive, you know what I'm saying, from Charles D, man. So I'm sure he gonna.
I got good seats too, man. I'm gonna start asking I'm gonna ask some real questions. Niggas ain't gonna like me if I get my camera in their face and I'm in that area. They're not gonna like me.
Yeah, you gotta ask real questions, man.
No, I'm dead serious. Like if I see Tank little fat ass in there, I'm be like, yo, son, what's really good with the weight?
This is Wilder. So the Charlo's gonna be there, Tank gonna be there,
Brawner.
You think
Brawner. Hell
Yeah,
yeah.
and I got good seats. I'm by the walkway. So if I'm
I think
if I'm sitting there,
there's a lot of people at the J-Rock fight. I couldn't tell. The J-Rock
J-Rock had a decent amount of people.
I'm talking about like other fighters from PBC was there.
I couldn't tell you.
Oh yeah, I couldn't tell because I wasn't rocking around too much. Yeah,
but I know if I go there early, well, not early because I like to get there like a fight before the main event. And if I see people like I know the Barclay because I'm from New York, so if I see niggas by the cheesecake side, I'm gonna sit there with my camera in these niggas' faces and be like, "Yo, what's good?" If I see Tank out there on some fat man shit, yo, dog, you got hella fights. What's good? You need to leave TMT and however you want to take it, take it. Because you ain't gonna get mad at me. This nigga like 5'3", 5'5". Nigga, I'm 6'3". You can't get mad at me, and I'm not going in there by myself. So these niggas got me all fucked up.
Nigga Charles D going in there ready.
No, I'm dead serious. Like I'm in there. You're not gonna sit there and be like, yo, like the last time I went, I'm not gonna say nothing. But Charles was in there, and them niggas be talking that wild shit. Like, nah, nigga, don't do that.
Yeah.
I mean, you a long way from home. I mean, you got security and all that, and that's cool. That's fine.
Well, that's what they got. The asses got robbed that time in the strip club.
Yeah, and they got robbed by a bunch of bitches.
That was in New York too, right?
That bitch walked off with his bag, and all she did was finesse him.
Wow.
Hey, baby, come back here. And then you see the bitches in the motherfucking camera. They all roaming through his bag. Shit, they didn't even roam through his bag. They took his bag.
Mm-hmm.
And ain't none of them look up at the camera. They's like, yeah, we don't. If you can recognize any of these females, no, you're not. They look like any random chick that's walking around in New York. Ain't none of them look at the camera. Like you got. You a dumbass walking around with 45 grand in your jewelry and all this shit in a separate bag. You deserve that.
Mm-hmm.
You had Mark written all over you. Lions only.
Iron Cone said took his purse.
Yeah, they took his man bag, took his jewelry, and took his money.
Merce.
That nigga had a couple anklets in there and shit. Damn, it's fucked up.
Angel shit. And he talking dumb tough like he was, yo, and this nigga, you got robbed by a bunch of, and the sad shit is you got robbed by teenage girls. You got robbed by 18, 19-year-olds.
Angel, I got a question for you before we go. How much is the sanctioning fees for the IBO belt? How much are the sanctioning fees?
Shit, I have no clue right now. They change.
You be promoting them heavy. That shit probably free, my nigga.
Like $30.
Was
that shit free? The IBO sanctioning fees. You be promoting them.
It's not. No, it's definitely not free. But you know, they charge for like travel fees and all this and hotel fees, and that's the sanctioning fees. Is they're the officials travel and stuff, and for them to fly the IBO personnel, to the fight and all that stuff. But that's all the sanctioning bodies. They all do that. You know, so
it's just the fucking fees are different.
The IBO is probably free, man. They probably don't charge.
No,
I don't figure it's free, nigga. They all charge.
They all charge, man.
It's just a different price.
Free. Go ahead, look it up in the website, man. They probably got, they probably changed it. But it changes from boxer to boxer too. It depends on, they get a percentage of
how much they make.
How much they make. So, they get a cut of that.
Make more, they get more, huh?
Boxing's a fucked up hustle, dog. That's a fucked up hustle.
Mm-hmm.
Well, I mean, it depends. If you're doing real good and you're a big name,
they like we fuck you fuck the fans.
You get $365 million for 11 fights.
Mm.
Yeah, but Canelo know what he doing with that way. He smiled that shit. Him and Oscar probably smiled that shit with a big ass from ear to ear.
You get 100, or you get, since you say that they don't got 100 million for Tyson Fury. Really, it's not. It's pretty much 100 million because it's 80 million pounds. 80 million
pounds is different from U.S. currency.
It is.
Yeah. 80 million pounds is 100 million.
Yep.
So if you're reading something that says 80 million, that's
80 million pounds in England is $100 million here.
In order to have a chance
Right.
that money, he got to fight Deontay Wilder.
So when they offered Deontay Wilder a flat fee of way back in 2017 of 12.5, that was $15 million. But that was 12.5
They ain't want to fight. They done that. That's how you do. If you don't want to fight, you offer them low money. That's why.
Yeah, but back then, in 2017, that was what the fight was worth, and I said that.
This is amazing.
During the live, I said that during the live, way back then.
And
when he knocked out Laverne, that's what that fight was worth, and I said it in the live, $15 million. I think I was on Boxing Eagles live when I said it's $15 million, and people was like, "What? Shut up, Santos! You know what he's talking about? Yeah. He's not worth $15 million." And what did Eddie Hearn offer him 6 months later? $15 million.
If you want to fight, how you not giving nigga upside? That's weird, man.
And then after that, what did AJ say? If the fight you think is worth that much of money, give me 50 million guaranteed. See, I don't like the politics of this bullshit, man. Just get your ass in the ring and get your ass in the ring and earn it.
Right. Well, we're gonna shut it down before Jalik try to strike up another debate that he came with.
Nah, man. I'll see y'all tomorrow, man. I'm gonna go live on both of them commentary for the 2 o'clock and the 10 o'clock shit. But yeah, y'all enjoy the rest of your night, man.
Yes, sir, man. Do the same. Check tomorrow. Shout out to everybody in UGC. We'll be back at it tomorrow, man. Shout out to Charles D. He's gonna be in the building at the Wilder Brazil fight.
You know and Boxing also talk about he want me to press up on niggas. I ain't pressing up on certain niggas.
I mean, stop promoting violence, Boxing Monster.
Nah, yeah,
I'm on papers. I fuck with 2 of them niggas. Cause I see them on the regular. Like, I ain't got no hard feelings towards them niggas. So I see them niggas at the fights.
Who?
But other niggas that's at the fights, if they was like, oh fuck you, another, come on, dog, you in the wrong city to tell me that shit, dog. I'll run you out of there immediately.
Yeah. Hopefully, Charles D won't have to press no niggas. Yeah, shout out to
I already pressed one of them, and the homie controversy he already know that one.
Yeah.
Yeah, that beef shit ain't cool, man. We grown.
That ain't cool, but just leave leave me the fuck alone, dog. Like I'm not on it like that. Cause if I take it personal and nigga, I'm always at the Barclay. I go to fights, I go to the basketball games, I do, you know what I'm saying? Like, leave me the fuck alone.
Right.
Cause y'all niggas don't know my face, but I see yours. And do you really want that kind of pressure? Because you gonna look at me like I'm crazy. Like, who's this nigga? Oh, he wilding. Oh, this nigga chasing me to the train station. Nah, I don't want that. I'm cool.
Chasing.
Yo, Angel, I'm dead ass. We chased the nigga all the way to the A.
Yeah, man.
Like, stop. Like the tough guy shit. Just stop, man. Just leave the shit alone.
Don't fight no more.
Let's just be boxing fans and leave it at that. Because you're in the wrong city playing with me.
Yeah, well, it ain't gonna be no problems, man. You know,
I'm good. I'm at the fight and I'm chilling tomorrow.
You know,
I'm on papers. I ain't trying to do nothing stupid, man. I'm good.
Yeah, hopefully you won't have to throw your drink. You know, hopefully, you better hope Wilder win, man, because your $40 drink gonna be gone. You gonna throw that?
I don't care who wins, dog. As long as it's nothing controversy, I'm cool with that. Like the way the Crawford shit ended, that shit just all that money we spent on them tickets and low blow. We was mad as shit. Like, what the fuck?
Mm-hmm.
Yo, I don't care if it's a clear winner or loser for this fight. I'm cool with that. I'm absolutely cool with that. Whether a nigga take a nap or a nigga lose on the cards, that's cool.
Right.
Let it be some bullshit where Hunter want to do the same shit again and pull some he hit him behind the head and he hit him behind the kidneys and the fight gets stopped on some sucker shit. That's gonna piss you got and like I just said before the stream started. Yo, Wilder's almost sold out. Wilder's over 15,000 sold out. I mean, over 15,000 tickets sold. It's last minute. That's what the same thing that happened with Crawford and Khan. That shit didn't sell out from the beginning. That shit sold out towards the end because niggas saw what the fight card was, and it's like, yo, there's a lot of talent there. Fuck it. And niggas was just like, yo, I got 100 and something, something to spend on them tickets, and then everybody went to the fight. And when you got there, it was like, yo, there's really not no seats left. Honestly, like if you want to be petty and shit, be like, yo, there's 1,000 seats left. Who the fuck is counting 1,000 seats? If you got 16, 17,000 and you sell out 15, 16, you did your thing.
Yeah, man. Well, I gotta get this grub on, man. So I've been trying to eat on live and shit this last 10 minutes. But I'm gonna shut it down, man. I'm gonna check with y'all probably early or midway. Probably check out Jalik's live stream because I don't know if I'm going live tomorrow. But I'm definitely gonna be watching the fights, man. So I appreciate y'all for joining once again. Shout out to you, Angel, Charles D, Jalik, Young Bias, Red Club, LTBA Boxing Talk, and everybody in the UGC, man. We can check y'all on the next one. We out.
All right, man.